Bro, I love that, man. What's up, bro?
What is up, brother?
Not much, man. I am so happy to be here with you, brother. That intro, man. Oh my God, every time I see it.
You like that? You like that?
I love it, man. Like
Good.
literally, like, and then when I saw the Victor Crowley at the end, I jumped up. I was like, yeah, he got it. It was like home run right for me, bro.
I pay attention.
You do, man. You really do. And that's what made it so much better. But, dude, welcome to Dylan's Horror Show, man, or the Horror Show, man. I'm so happy to finally be doing this with you, bro. I think if anyone's been around since the beginning, man, like since me and Robbie first did any live shows, we probably just did a straight wing up or a winged hangout talking about nothing but horror, you know? So
oh yeah,
man. But I forgot what I don't know what the horror news was supposed to be, Robbie.
Well, first of all, welcome everybody to the first episode of Dylan's Horror Show, hosted by your man Dylan from Dylan's Comics, co-hosted by me, Rockin Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers. Tonight, we will be talking about our top 10 favorite horror movies. Now, Dylan, I'm sure you're like me. This is an ever-evolving, shifting list, right? It's never cemented. It's never the same, is it not?
Yes, sir. It always is, man. That's the hardest part about it, I think.
You know, in fact, when we first discussed this, I suggested a top 5 because that's what we like to do at PCP is top 5s. And Dylan's like, I can't do that. I'm going to do a top 10. And then he messages me. He goes, I have some ties, basically, but it's cool. But this is Dylan's Horror Show. I'm super excited. I hope everybody's here. Station PCP Army. I know some of y'all are out there representing. Sub up to Dylan if you haven't already. Tonight, we're talking about our favorite horror films. But first, Dylan, what's been going on in horror this week? You're more caught up on this than me. So what news have you heard this week? Anything?
The one news I saw was something about just like I think like a still shot from the Halloween Kills movie release.
Yeah, they did that, yeah.
Like something like that. Just Michael like kind of looking down a stairway, which I mean looks cool, but at this point, man, I really want like a trailer, man, or something, man. I wish we could have got that so bad. That like ruined my 20.
Yeah, I was about to say you want the movie.
Yeah. But also Travis even mentioned it, The Stand, bro. You ain't been watching that, have you?
I have not been watching The Stand. I'm in the middle of a rewatch of Deadwood right now because I haven't seen the final movie, and I know it's not horror, but I'm watching Deadwood. I'm in season 3. After that, I'm going to revisit Twin Peaks because I never saw The Return.
I never watched Twin Peaks either. Just like the first episode.
I love the first two. I love Twin Peaks, to be honest with you, but I haven't seen the newer one that was on Showtime. But so by the time I get through with all that, I'm sure The Stand will be done and ready. Now I'm hearing some mixed things from people. I hear some people say it's good and some people say it's not. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, my man?
Man, I tell you, it's like all over the place. I do really respect what Mick Garris did with it, especially for it being a TV movie, because those things are hard because you gotta keep it tight, you know. But it's one of those where it jumps back and forth from like to the beginning and like where they're at. It seems like they're gonna go farther in the future than they did with the other one, and you know the whole when there was a horror aspect, when there is horror in it, it's pretty good. I just don't really dig the jumping back and forth because you're just so it's just so sudden, and you just don't really, you know, unless you've seen the old one or read the book. I feel like you're just like, you know, you're just like, it would be really confusing. I feel like, but see, I kind of recognize some of the old stuff, so I'm like, oh yeah, like they're gonna fall in love or whatever, you know, like. Or the creepy one that's watching the girl from afar and he wants to kill Stu, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. But dude, the one part, and I'm glad Travis even mentioned it because it was that part I was just telling you before we went live. There's a character in there that because they got people doing shit like taking care of the bodies, like raiding houses, like getting products together. And there's one guy who, whenever they're going raiding houses and stuff, he's looking for Blu-rays. Like he's trying to get a movie collection going on. And I was just like, dude, that would totally be me or you if the world started ending. I would just be trying to get all these Blu-rays, man. Like,
what happens when power goes out, Dylan? Are you going to be like hooking up car batteries to your Blu-ray player?
Oh my God. I would, bro. I would. I seriously, I need movies, bro. Like
Dylan's gonna be like, hold up, who are you? Who are you? What do you know about electricity? All right, you're cool. Come on, you can join the group. Dylan's gonna run this survival, like this group of survivors. You're gonna be Rick Grimes.
A generator, bro. I'd have to. That's a good point. I mean, and they don't have power yet either. I don't think. I mean, I think some people have generators, but for the most part, they don't have power yet.
You're talking about flashbacks and flash forwards. Like, is this some lost shit? Like, what are they doing? Like, what are you talking about? Like, are they showing like their previous life? But what are the flash forwards? Are they like going forward into the story?
It's showing, like, it goes and shows them like at the start of when all it was happening, like, and then it kind of shows bits and pieces. It hasn't showed them really on the road at all, and then it shows them kind of all having the dreams with Mother Abigail, and then but it's jumping to the future, like as they're like throwing bodies in pits, and they're all kind of like together at this point. They're all together at this point, talking. They all know each other and stuff, and then they're jumping back, like just to when they met or something. Like it's just kind of all over the place. That's my biggest gripe. I feel like they should have just done it. They're trying to like probably because in the end the story's probably like pretty damn similar, just more updated, I'm sure. So they're trying to like mess with us and throw it back. I don't know.
That seems like an odd structure choice for the writing team.
Other than that, it hasn't seemed pretty bad though. Like I have enjoyed watching it. The guys who did New Mutants did it, and the horror aspects in New Mutants got me excited for it. And there are because when they were sick, I watched The Stand recently, but I don't remember them looking so gnarly in The Stand when they would get sick.
They had to go through that real quick. They had to go through the plague real quick. And that was the best part, I think, of the Stand story is the opening plague. And I like, the Mick Garris miniseries, like it's got a fondness for me because I watched it growing up and all that. I've never read the book. I've only read the comics and I've seen that. but I've always been fascinated with it. I loved it when I was a kid, but when I rewatch it as an adult, I really only like the first episode, which is the whole plague episode. The use of "Don't Fear the Reaper" by Blue Oyster Cult. Like I love that bit. That's like my favorite stuff. Now I've been reading through the Dark Tower stuff, and I'm nearing the end now. I got one more book to read, and the Stand is kind of technically a part of this world because the Dark Tower, in a way, kind of pieces together all of Stephen King's work and puts it together in one thread, which I think is neat, which I think is cool. But I'll definitely check out The Stand. And like I said, after Twin Peaks. Now, here's something I saw. Did you watch the trailer for The Reckoning, which is a new horror film? It's going to be on Shudder, and it's directed by Neil Marshall. He did some Game of Thrones stuff, but he was also the director of The Descent. Now, I'm not the hugest fan of The Descent.
I do like that.
But you like The Descent?
I thought that movie's creepy, bro. That movie, and it feels claustrophobic.
I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I did watch the trailer for his new movie, The Reckoning, and it's like set during the Black Plague, and it's about this woman who gets accused of being a witch, and then they so they're doing the witch trials on her, and then it seems like there's this supernatural lean to it as well. It looked pretty cool. You should check out the trailer if you haven't already. The Reckoning. I talk about it in tomorrow morning's weekly pop culture wrap up.
I was gonna say, did you see that they're doing the Wrong Turn? It's a reboot, I guess, and they're not gonna have the crazy hillbillies, like deformed hillbillies. They're gonna be kind of. It seems more of like a Saw element, with higher up.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the. I know they've revealed. Have they done a trailer? I think they did. They did a trailer, right? And they did some images or something. I haven't checked those out. Wrong Turn is one of those really, I think, underappreciated slasher gore fests that's out there, man. I
agree. The first three are really good.
For its time, it's wild, bro.
One is the best. The first two,
I've only seen the first.
The second one is really good. It's done by Joe Lynch. I don't know if you know, he's like Holliston with Adam Lynch. You ever heard of that show? Watch it on Shudder, bro. Bro, they put all these horror actors like Kane Hodder, Tony Todd, Daniel Harris, and it's Adam Green's show with Joe Lynch, and I guess they're like best friends. They do a podcast together called The Movie Crypt in real life, and it's amazing. You got to check that out. And Adam Green is the Hatchet creator, Victor Crowley guy, and there's a movie Frozen we got to review too. You're gonna like, bro. They do this show, and it's more like a sitcom. It's like a sitcom, but they throw all these horror elements, and they're basically like horror fans, and they're trying to create their own. They're trying to kickstart their own movie almost, or they're trying to get their movie made. And Kane Hodder's in it though, Tony Todd. The Kane Hodder episode is incredible, bro. It's astounding. There's this thing where Kane Hodder had a panic attack or a heart attack because he found out that he was recast in Freddy versus Jason, and they're like, that just happened. That happened 10 years ago. They're like, we know, he just found out, and it's really really kicks him, and he every time you mention Freddy versus Jason, he starts going in a panic attack. It's the funniest shit though, bro. It is dope. So funny. I think you'd really get a kick out of that though. The first season, it's not amazing. It gets better and better, because you could tell they're trying to figure it out. But season 2 really ramps up.
Gotcha.
Adam Green, bro, does some good stuff, man. I'm telling you, he's one of the best horror directors in the last 15 years, I'd say, bro.
That's inside information from horror guru and expert Dylan, everybody. Some other people might not be as big of a fan of him as I am, though. I really do like what he does. He keeps the practical effects in. He keeps the real stuff in, man, and I appreciate that, man. That's why I know you don't like Rob Zombie, but I appreciate the dude, man, and I do appreciate some of his work because he's a fan like us. Is the thing. Don't get it twisted. It's not that I'm not a fan of Rob Zombie. I just don't like his films so much, but I do love me some White Zombie, my friend. Just so you know.
Oh no, well, no, hey man, everyone's got their thing. I get it. His films are different, man. I'm not.
I just think they're fucking like Toby Hooper did it already.
Yeah.
Like that's all I'm trying to say is like Toby Hooper did it already. Like,
yeah.
It's okay to be inspired by Toby Hooper, but all he does to me is ape on. Like all he does is
he's like totally homaging it, you know. But
yeah, that's all he's doing. Like just remake fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then, man. Jesus.
Even Bill Moseley says he's like, man, he's like, I thought he just wanted me to do Chop Top, you know.
Yeah, right.
But see, I don't mind it because I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre too. So I love seeing, you know what I'm saying? I love seeing Sid Haig, and I love like that.
Part 2 is fucking wild, man. Part 2 is fucking wild.
House of a Thousand Corpses is my favorite movie he's done, I'd say.
Okay.
And then I do like Devil's Rejects, but
I think
not as much as everyone else.
I think Devil's Rejects is better than House of a Thousand Corpses, but I never saw. Was there another one like Three to Hell or something?
Yeah, that one was the worst, but it's not as bad. It's not that bad. It was just you could tell it was shot cheap, man.
All right. Well, see, that was a really great This Week in Horror News segment, Dylan. Like that was great, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Fun. This is our first show. We're trying to feel it out, see what's going on. Dylan, why don't you tell everybody?
Hey, my boy, Comic Book University. He's a big Phantasm fan.
Oh man,
you showing support, Phantasm, bro.
I think he was. I think he may have popped in on the Phantasm review or was talking about. I don't know, but I remember hearing that he was a Phantasm fan. Phantasm's great. Dylan, why don't you tell everybody what they have to look forward to on Dylan's horror show coming up in the year to come?
Shows every Saturday, and you just bouncing out, Robbie. Saturday.
Don't worry. If it goes to Dracula, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, though, but we'll be doing shows every Saturday. Talking about hella stuff, bro. I kind of want to stick to a lot of 80s stuff, but I'm definitely going to veer out into the 90s because I love that. Like one topic I want to do is just like straight up how Scream changed the damn horror genre in the 90s. What it did to the, you know what I'm saying? What it did to the community and whatever, everything and all the entire genre and how it changed for those next 10 years or so, you know?
Yeah. Basically, coming up this year, we're going to be doing movie reviews. We're going to be doing topics like we're going to be doing director spotlights. We're going to be doing decade spotlights. We're going to be talking about certain genres. We're going to be talking about certain actors. We're going to have a lot of fun. Dylan has got some really great ideas, y'all, for the future of this show. And I'm very, very excited. I'm just here for the ride, man. I'm just here to show off my Snake Mountain. That's all. I'm just trying to weird stretch and get. Did you see that Jay Strick was in here? Did you notice that earlier?
No, I didn't see.
Yeah, man, your homie Jay Strick was in here from the Excitable PCP crew. His comment was up there. Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah, it was up there. Bro, it was up there. You missed it. It's okay, man. I just don't want Jay Strick to feel left out. I know you're a big fan.
I don't know. Yeah, he was. Then he said one thing and then he bounced.
Yeah, that's Jay Strick. He's probably watching the Knicks lose. I don't know. Are they playing tonight? Who knows? I thought the Lakers were playing tonight. That was last night, but they wound up winning. Anyway, that's not about horror, right?
No.
We're about 20 minutes in, man.
Bro, you know what? Too, I gotta make like a better background for the horror. But I do like this one, but I kind of.
Yeah, do you like how Elvira's cleavage is like right there, just like front and center?
I do.
You notice that? Right there. I like how that's Pinhead above me? Is that Pinhead?
Leatherface.
Oh, this Leatherface.
Chainsaw.
Okay. Oh, it's the chainsaw. I got it. Yeah. Is that Ash over on your side then? That's interesting.
No.
Tomorrow, I have not watched the Scream show, so I don't know if it's any good.
I seen the
it's got the microphone. Comic Book University.
They weren't bad.
It has the microphone and it works. I'm very excited. I want to do a whole Rockin' Robbie live one time on the Snake Mountain microphone. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just reading the comments.
No, you're good, bro. I know I was too. But no, the Scream show, the first 2 seasons, Wes Craven worked on, and they weren't bad. The mask is different though. But season 3, they got the mask back, the real one, and it was terrible. It was like some BET type shit, bro. I couldn't even get through it. I think my one buddy though said he liked it. But yo, how about Scream 4 coming? That'll be dope. Man. Robbie just leaving and just bouncing. He must be pissing like nonstop. Any horror comic reviews? Yeah, bro. Oh, one of the next shows will be a horror comic review, no doubt. And that'll probably be one of the segments. I'm trying to think like every week we'll talk about a certain comic that we enjoyed, certain horror comics. So no doubt. Dude, I was going through the previews too, Gun, and man, that Crossed series seems like it's got like 30 volumes, man. So that story seems to go deep as hell, man.
You know what a great horror comic that came out recently was, Dylan? The Picture of Everything Else from Vault Comics, Dan Waters. That book was freaking amazing. Did you get a chance to read it yet?
I did.
What'd you think?
I thought it was good. I liked it. I don't know anything about like the Picture of Dorian Gray though, so
just Wikipedia it. You don't have to read it. Just Wikipedia it, like Cliff Notes it. It's about the Picture of Dorian Gray is about this dude who, like, he lives this like crazy exuberant lifestyle, and he winds up.
Isn't that the guy from like 50 Shades of Grey? Dorian Gray. I swear, that's the guy.
Maybe, I don't fucking know, dude. I didn't watch that. But the Picture of Dorian Gray is about this dude who like makes a deal with like a devil or something like that, and he winds up getting a picture made of him. And the guy who paints the picture has like this ability, right? But like, so everything that the dude does, like all of his drinking, all of the living to excess, like he doesn't age, he doesn't feel the effects. The painting represents the effects. So what happens in the reality affects the painting. And this is about a serial killer who is the guy who painted the Picture of Dorian Gray, who can paint somebody dying and then they die. And like, really, it's really, really great stuff. It's by Dan Waters, same writer as Coffin Bound and Deep Roots, and 100% one of the best new horror comics that I've read in the last little bit. We've lost Dylan, but it's okay. There he is.
Oh, you didn't, bro.
We never lose Dylan.
That one. I liked the time placing that it was in too, like the late 1800s.
Yeah, it's like the Victorian age, and Bob from Everything Comics made a good observation on Aditya Biddekar's lettering about how the way he tails on the lettering, like it makes it feel that you almost get a French accent from the lettering, and not by them like doing some kind of forced French pronunciation in the lettering, which I thought was really, really great. It's a great horror comic.
Professor Bill's got a 3D Lamet configuration. That's sick. Professor Bill, Robbie's got he's got the ball from Phantasm.
I do, and I got a Rubik's Cube of the Lament configuration.
The sphere.
Yeah, I do. I have the sphere from Phantasm. It came in my box set.
Homesick Pilots was another good one too. I'm
Same
really
writer.
excited for issue 2. It takes
Same
place in Cleveland too. Yeah,
nice.
bit of car on that too, I think.
Yeah, Biddekar's on that, and Dan Waters. Dan Waters is the writer on that one as well. He's a fantastic horror writer. Fantastic. Coffin Bound, Lucifer, Deep Roots. Come on, y'all. Dan Waters for the win. He wins this week in horror comics, right, Dylan? Let's just give it to him. The first one.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
You should be proud.
J-Strike's back. Did you see that?
One. He's back?
Yeah, he says, haha, #1 comes out this week. It does. I'm super pumped.
Yeah. I hope I hope it's like same tonal level of Ice Cream Man, if not darker. I'm thinking it might be darker because I think he said that his biggest fear is clowns or something. I forget.
Yeah, there's a guy that I work
Dude,
with who's like, I'm not even going to read that because he's so terrified of clowns.
you ever see Penny Dreadful, the show?
No, but I've been wanting to check it out.
It was good, bro. It was good. I enjoyed it when I watched it.
Yeah, I want to see that, man. They use all
See,
the
bro,
classic tropes, right? All the classic monsters and shit,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's why you know I was on that shit, bro. I watch a lot though, bro.
I know you do, brother. I try to watch as much as I can, but I feel
I
like my
don't
whole
play
life right
video
now is
games.
always. I feel like my whole life right now is watching a movie for a review and reading a comic book for a review. The only thing I get pleasure out of is revisiting Deadwood and watching Cobra Kai.
See, well,
That's my
I hear
TV
you.
time. That's why we don't do TV
I've been
reviews because it's like something I have to have something for myself.
I've been straight horror man, but I had to watch Cobra Kai.
Hey,
I
Mike's
watched.
in the chat.
Is he?
Mike06.
Holy snap.
I thought I lost you for a second, man. I thought you
dude. No, I was looking at some. You froze.
man.
But dude, Mike, I absolutely love the thumbnail, bro. Incredible, bro. That was the coolest thumbnail I've ever seen, let alone ever had. Like, seriously.
I'm glad you did that. Yeah, that thumbnail is by Mike. That's awesome. Hey, Mike, we need just solid text, no background of Dylan's horror show to stream across the top here, right, Dylan? That'd look great.
Yeah.
And that font, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, do you want to move on to the topic now?
Yes, sir. I was just going through the last comments, but yeah.
Oh yeah, do that, man. Do it.
I think we're already through them, so might as well. We're about 30 minutes in, so that's probably perfect.
Hell yeah.
So what we're all here for is the top 10, and we're gonna go from 10 through 1. Obviously, count back, and Robbie will go talk about his movie. I'm gonna go and talk about my movie. So who should start first? We'll have my boy Robbie go.
I appreciate that. Now, these are top 10 favorites.
My brother.
These are top 10 favorites. Not necessarily what we considered the best, but our favorites, right? Now, this is a list that shifts and moves all the time. But there are certain things that always stay on the list. But anyway, at number 10, one of my favorite movies of all time. We actually talked about it on my channel not recently, Dylan. Gremlins.
Nice.
I'm going with Gremlins at number 10 because I had to put it on the list because this movie, I love it so much. It is legitimately creepy to me. It scared the hell out of me when I was a kid, but I was fascinated with it. I used to have nightmares about gremlins coming to get me. I think it's a great Christmas horror film, the best Christmas horror film. I think it's one of the best 80s movies out there. It's a movie that was ingrained into my childhood. I grew up with Gizmo and Stripe and the rest of the Gremlins, and I love part 2 as well, but you gotta respect where it comes from. Joe Dante doing what he does best. I think this is the best Joe Dante film, better than The Howling, better than so many other great films that he's done. Small Soldiers, Looney Tunes, Back to Action, The Burbs. This is a fantastic film. It's about the gift that keeps on giving, and I had to put Gremlins as my number 10, Dylan. Had to. Had to. So
I appreciate that one, bro.
Well, some people say it's not a horror film, and I'm like, it is. It legitimately is. It's got that Spielberg flair and touch to it, but and it's what makes it work. I mean, there's that Spielberg touch on Poltergeist, and that's one of the best ones ever made too. So Spielberg knows what he's doing, and he knows how to bring horror into the mainstream. Jaws, Poltergeist, and Gremlins.
Oh, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Oh, hold on half a second. I wanted to grab my movie. I forgot I should have grabbed my movies. You showed yours, and I'm like, damn, what was I thinking?
Yeah, I wanted to come up with that flair. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like, you know what? Obviously, I have all of these films, so I might as well show off the
Yeah,
Blu-rays.
I'm pretty sure I got all mine too, actually. That
Dylan's
when
trying to grab them up right now.
I grabbed a bunch. That's why when I went away, but
Hey,
so
by the
I
way,
got.
we're both wearing Halloween shirts. Isn't that cool?
Oh, dude, yeah, I've been meaning to, I don't remember if I said something, but I love that shirt because I always see you wear it in the review.
I love your shirt. Is that the one that Jelani got you, or is that a different one?
I had to wear it because Jelani got it. Jelani got this one for me. There was a Nightmare on Elm Street at Walmart, and it was a double XL. So I'm an XL. I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna get it. And I was looking, I was like, no, man, it's way too big. So
You cut the sleeves
I
off of
asked
that.
Jelani. I'm like, yo, look out for one for me, and look out for that Gremlins. And he's like, I'll look out for the Gremlins. But the number 10, bro, for me, like Robbie said, this one is near and dear to my heart. We actually reviewed this a bit back. I love this movie. Killer Clowns. I'm so bummed I don't have the Arrow release of this. It kills me. It kills me because I was gonna buy it last year and I like was like I wasn't like into buying the Blu-rays as much. I was like cool with DVDs and Blu-rays. I could, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to have it at least. Now I'm into like all the collected editions because I didn't know how good Scream Factory was because they're so expensive at times. You know what I'm saying? And then once you buy a few and you're like, you see how good they are, like with the features, you're like, damn, dude, I gotta have it, you know. But
yeah, it's an addiction.
One of the first move. Go ahead before I say it. What were
No,
you gonna say?
it's an addiction. Those Scream Factories. And one thing I will say is that cover for that Killer Clowns you have is misleading. That makes it seem like this is this really intense, dark, and scary thing, and not this silly romp. But I love that movie, bro.
Yeah, I love it. This was one of the first movies, bro. Like when I was young as hell, bro. I'm telling you, I was probably about 3 or 4, bro. Probably 3 to 5. I'll say. I'll give it there, bro. Because I'm telling, when I saw Halloween H2O in theaters when I was like 4 years old, like legit, bro. Like I've been watching horror since I was like 3 years old, maybe even before, bro. As soon as I could watch movies, like I've just always loved horror, and this was one I would watch by myself. You know, it was perfect. You know, it wasn't that bad, and it was fun as hell, bro. And my mom came in, and I was like the poltergeist kid. I even say it in your review. I was just sitting there, Indian styled, and watching this in the dark, bro. And you know, I've always been a huge fan of it. I love it, man. It's such a fun film. It's just a fun film. You know, I can watch it all the time.
Yeah, and that was a great movie night that we did when we all got together and talked about that one. That was a great one.
And yeah, with all the ha hype, it's perfect. So what is your number 9, my brother?
Well, I wanted for this top 10 in this instance for tonight, I wanted to represent something new school because a lot of mine are old school.
Yeah.
Because I'm more of I like the older stuff more so than the newer stuff. But there is this whole new wave of newer stuff. To me, the peak is Jordan Peele. So I am going to put at number 9, Us, which was my favorite film in like, what was it, whenever it came out, a couple years ago, right? I freaking love this movie. Now, one of my favorite things about horror movies is the music. And the music in this film, oh my goodness. It is so creepy. It's such an iconic theme already. To me, it's up there with The Exorcist, with Tubular Bells. It's up there with John Carpenter's Halloween. It's up there with Goblin's work with Dario Argento. You know, that Argento cut, right? But Us is something I absolutely love. I think it's horror to me has something to say as well as just being a really entertaining, suspenseful ride. And that's what Jordan Peele does in Us. There's layers to this. You can peel it apart. There's a lot of symbolism. I love all of that, but it's the music, it's the feeling, the vibe of it. I think Jordan Peele is the next horror genius, and Us to me is his best film so far, and it comes in at my number 9. So there you go. Ha 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 ha. I freaking love the music in this. Is it Michael Abels? I think Oh my goodness. I know you're not the biggest fan of this compared to Get Out, Dylan.
I did
but
rewatch it.
The music, though, right?
It is, yeah. The music is phenomenal. 'Cause I did rewatch it after all your guys giving me shit about it, and I rewatched Get Out too. I rewatched both of them actually.
They're both
And
great.
I still agree. I still agree with what I said. I thought that it was a little bit the Us was a little bit funnier. I actually got a lot more kick out of it, because I don't know if I remember. I think I remembered him, but I liked that guy Umbaka at that time. I liked him more. You know, when I watched him the second
Winston
time,
Dukes, right? That his
thought he
name,
was
Winston
funny.
Dukes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Dude, now
Winston
here's
Dukes.
the thing. I understand. We're talking favorites, though. I get it. I really would honestly tell you, if I wanted to write a fucking thesis about it, Get Out is a better film than Us. Okay,
Yeah,
including its symbolism. But Us to me is more of a favorite. That score, it feels so classic. It feels so iconic. It feels connected to what's come before. But Get Out, I think, is a better film. But as far as favorites, Us is something I watch more often. But the point being, I don't think Jordan Peele's made his best film yet. So there, that's very exciting to me.
yeah. I hear you, brother. I hear you, and I hear he's working on a new one. Actually, that was actually something I should have brought up on the horror news, but there's not really any news for what he's got coming out. Is the thing, you know what I mean? So it's really
He's
hush
working on
hush.
some. And did Tomorrow Cinema honestly just compare Get Out to Skeleton Key? You got to be kidding me. With what's her name from fucking Almost Famous, Goldie Hawn's daughter? What's it, Kate Hudson? Oh my goodness, Skeleton Key. Get Out's way better than Skeleton. Even if
yeah, I could.
Come on.
Yeah, I would agree on that too. All right. What is my? All right. So my number 9, and I was kind of mentioning this earlier, bro. I was telling you I am a huge Adam Green fan, bro, and I've actually like this character is almost like replaced like Jason, bro. I swear, like I love Hatchet, the whole Hatchet series, bro, the entire series. Victor Crowley might be my favorite one too. I love it. It's so much fun. I kind of be fast forwarding the first 10 minutes. And yes, we remember Masters of Horror, Stefan. I absolutely love it. I know Robbie does too.
We're actually going to do a whole episode about it. We got it on the list.
Dude, there's a Hatchet figure I want so bad. I don't know if it's. I needed to call. I was gonna call my shop, see if it's too late to order. I bet you I could, but I gotta get Victor Crowley. But I love this, bro. I want to review Victor Crowley because I want you to finally see the Chillin' with Dylan. But,
I've only seen the first one. I like it. It throws back to the classic slasher films of the late 70s and 80s, early 80s, you know. And Jay Strick, you know that he had to mention Hatchet. It's his jam.
Bro.
Yeah, I also say this. Mercedes McNabb is in Hatchet. She played what's her name in Buffy and Angel. It's Mercedes McNabb. Harmony. She plays Harmony. But she's actually in Hatchet. I enjoyed watching the first Hatchet.
I think they changed. I think they might. No. I was gonna say I thought they changed that girl out for Danielle Harrison, the second one, but that's somebody else.
She's a minor character in the first one. She's
one
of those crazy girls that like flashes her top or something.
Is she the blonde or the dark hair?
She's the blonde.
Oh yeah, I got you. But
Dylan's like, oh yeah, I remember.
The thing is, you can't take this movie seriously. Obviously, it's a straight up comedy. Oh well, obviously, I've seen these movies so many times. Like, bro, when I get off of work, I just throw on Hatchet, bro, and then I'll let the second one. I'll throw the second one on.
Other people go home and have a drink, smoke a bowl. Dylan like throws on Hatchet to wind down, takes the edge off.
It's so funny, bro, dude. And part 2, or I think it's part 1. The part that, dude, it's got that incredible Marilyn Manson song to start it off, bro. Like for when they're going through the what is that party? The that they do in New Orleans. I forgot the Mardi Gras party. They're
Yeah,
going through there and they got all them girls flashing their tits and shit, and they got that Marilyn Manson song, and it's basically saying like bring it. It's the I'm trying to think what's the name of the song. It's that bringing the new shit or something. This is the new shit. Dude, and it goes perfect because Adam Green, to me, man, he is the new fucking he was the new guy. You know what I'm saying? It worked perfect. I love that movie, man. It's good, bro. It just brings back to the vibe of the 80s, and nobody nowadays does that. You know, like rarely. There are a few, you know, but like the Creep Show on Shudder. But go ahead for your number 8, right? Yeah.
Yeah, my number 8. One of my favorite horror films of all time. Atmospheric, moody. It's a pondering upon death and grief. And I think it's one of the greatest films of all time. And it once again has all of these films have amazing soundtracks. My number 8 is Phantasm. And there's my box set with all of them. But the first Phantasm to me is something so dreamlike, at times so cerebral, but also so silly, so goofy, so funny. And what this movie launches with Phantasm 2 and 3 and even 4 and 5. But I love this film. It's got a quality that's really hard. There are 2 movies in particular on my top 10 that have a dreamlike quality. And Phantasm is one of them. It feels like a nightmare. It's disconnected. It really rewards rewatching. The score is brilliant. I freaking love this film. The tall man's a great villain. Don Coscarelli is a genius, in my opinion. I love almost everything that he's done. So Phantasm, 100% is my number 8. This movie is atmospheric. It's dreamlike. It's nightmarish. We talked about it. We did a whole Horror Fest movie night, Dylan, of all 5 of these films. And we all agree that the first one is a damn classic, a damned classic. If you've never seen Phantasm, tomorrow, you need to watch it. It is beautiful. And that's the first one right there. Boy. So there. Phantasm.
Great pick. That is phenomenal. I absolutely love Phantasm too.
This set is dope as fuck, by the way. Look at that.
Wow. Yeah, I've never seen it. Oh my god.
It's beautiful.
That's Arrow one. That's Arrow, right?
Well, it's
that's Arrow, I believe.
Will Go USA Entertainment.
Really? No way. I thought that was an Arrow release.
And Scream. Scream Factory's involved too because they did.
Scream Factory is? Okay, I thought so. I knew somebody. I think there's an Arrow one too.
Only on part 2. Right there. And I guess that may even just be credited.
Because that's the only Phantasm they did. They did a part 2, and that one's like $80 out of print.
Wow, it's that disc. This was the Canadian release. That way, it was region A or 1 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But it's
the
release.
I got a couple Canadian releases.
It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Which that was the first time I watched it, and a bonus disc.
Oh, nice!
Yeah,
no way.
It's a beautiful set. This is the one that came. That's the one that came with the sphere that I have out there. I should have brought it, but yeah. So yeah, number 8, fantastic. I love this fucking film, man.
Yeah, that's a good set, man. That's a good set. I wish I would have pulled the trigger on it. So my number 8, and I love this entire series as a whole, honestly, but I have the biggest fondness and biggest, I have the most love for this one, man. I just have the most love for this one. And it is the most fun in the series. It's not the most horrific one, I'd say. Army of Darkness, man. I love this movie, dude. And this is a huge childhood one, bro. I told you I grew up watching films, the black and white monster movies with my grandpa, and this was one that he watched, and I didn't even know that this was a part of like the Evil Dead, and I'd watch those movies, and then like years later, I was like, man, there was always that movie I loved, man, and I always would borrow the VHS from my grandpa because he had it, and I actually got that VHS that I used to borrow from my grandpa all the time. And I had, when he died, that was the first thing I grabbed. I was like, if you grab anything, grab that VHS, and then I got his Wolfman set and everything too. But this movie, man, was, you know what I'm saying? It was just because we used to watch the Conan the Barbarian movies, Beastmaster, and all that stuff. So this one has that medieval horror, you know what I'm saying? So it was like perfect, bro. And I loved like the Deadites were so cool to me, you know, like just the skeletons. I love this one, bro. Like I had so much fun with this growing up. Like I wish I could get that when I watch it still. You know, I get pieces of it, but oh my god, I remember just watching this one, and it was funny because, like I said, I forgot the name of it. I didn't really know it tied into the Evil Dead or anything, and then just I forget how I found out. I think I binged the entire Evil Dead series, and I watched. You know what I'm saying? I got the Army of Darkness, and I watch it. I'm like, holy shit, bro. This is that fucking movie, bro. You know,
Yeah,
and
right.
I was like, yeah. That was probably like 10 years ago, though. You know, 10, 12 years ago when I found that out. But I was like, you know what I'm saying? It was cool as hell. Like, this one, yeah, I love it, man. That one's really fun.
Well, I love Army of Darkness. You know, we did a review on our channel with you, and you were the one, it was your pick. It was Dylan's pick, and you were like Army of fucking Darkness. I think you actually picked a whole bunch, and everybody got to the PCP Army voted Army of Darkness. I love it. I tried really hard to squeeze Evil Dead 2 on this list. I really feel like Evil Dead 2 should be on my list. That's my favorite of the trilogy. But Army of Darkness, just like Two Gun, Pew Pew, and You, this was the first one I watched. I didn't realize it was connected to something else. And when I found out, I went, dude, there is no movie that I have bought more often than the Evil Dead trilogy.
Really?
Multiple VHSs. I bought a special VHS of the original Evil Dead because it came in a clamshell and it had fucking liner notes on the back of the sleeve by Sam Raimi or something. Like I bought multiple copies on VHS, DVD, and now Blu-ray, and I love the hell out of Army of Darkness. It's such a great.
I got the double feature Blu-ray for Evil 1 and 2, and then I just got because I got this first actually, and then
Every time
I got
I get them. Like I had the Necronomicon versions of 1 and 2. In part 2, you could poke the eye and it would scream at you. They wound up worth money. I sold them, but because they weren't on, they were on DVD. Yeah, I mean, what's with DVD?
Yeah, I hear you.
No, I mean, if a DVD winds up a lot expensive and there's a better version out there, I'll get it. Like that's why I have my Dawn of the Dead or my Near Dark, because I don't have a better version yet.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Because sometimes it's not that big of a deal, but then when you get the Blu-ray, like I got for Trick or Treat and shit, because I was watching the DVD, I was like, oh my, and I was like, oh man.
You got the Scream Factory Trick or Treat, don't you?
Now I do, but when we reviewed it, I only had the DVD when we reviewed it. I got the Scream Factory after.
I'm jealous. I got the bare bones release.
Dude, I was taking advantage of those buy three.
Now here's something. I bought Trick or I remember that. I bought Trick or Treat when it first came out because I worked at Movie Stop when it first came out, right? And I got it immediately, and I sold it for like a fucking $80 because it had the slip case on the very original one, and then I bought like a $10 version of it. That's the one I have, but it's literally the same movie I sold for $80, but without the slip case.
So listen, when they have those sales on Amazon, like what I'll do is I'll buy like the most expensive ones. So like, because you notice if you buy three, it takes off the cheapest one. So say if you buy all three that are $30, and you get those ones, then you're getting them for 20 a piece. You
Exactly.
know, because they take off that whole 30.
You know
So
how
like
to
when
do it.
I bought all the box. That's why I bought all those box sets at once, and I got one box set free. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got all
Dude,
that.
like,
I told you I got all that shit for free because they sent
like
it
I said,
down.
I used to work at Movie Stop, right? And we did buy two get ones all the time. And people would all the time like get a $20 movie, a $20 movie, and an $8 movie, and then be pissed that the $8 one was free. I'm like, you got to understand how this works. The one of equal or lesser value is the one that's free. So yeah, you know how to do it, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I try to hustle, man. I ain't rich by no means. So, I believe you were up next, sir.
Yeah. Next with number 7. Number
Yes, sir.
7 is.
Oh wait, did you do you? Yeah, you did your 8.
Yeah, it was fantastic. My number 7 is the John Carpenter film that's on this list. It's my favorite John Carpenter film. I think it is a masterpiece in body horror, sci-fi horror, and isolation horror. And it's The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing from 1982. Not only is 1982 like probably my favorite year in cinema, The Thing is such a classic. It's brilliant. We talked about this on the channel with you, Dylan. You know, these are the common theme that we've been doing our favorites, but this movie is so great at building that suspense. It's got a great score by Carpenter with the Ennio Morricone. I freaking love this movie. We talked about it. Kurt Russell, Keith David, they are iconic in this damn movie. I love the ambiguous nature of the ending. This is just a brilliant movie. And it's a movie in which the dog takes the spotlight. But The Thing.
Phenomenal movie. Phenomenal.
Number 7. It is like I said, it captures isolation horror, body horror, and creature horror, sci-fi. You know, it does all of it at once, and it excels at doing it. And I am a huge Carpenter fan, like you, my friend Dylan. But to me, The Thing is the best.
Yeah, I'd probably agree on that, and you know, it's right up there with that and Halloween are, you know, bangers.
This movie's gross, and the special effects are great. Those practical effects. We talked about it on our show, but like when they're doing like CPR on that dude, and it just the chest swallows that dude's hands and just bites them off. Such a great scene, man. And the scene when they're testing the blood. I don't think there's a more suspenseful scene in cinema history.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. It's one of my all-time favorites, no doubt.
And you notice I don't have the Scream Factory version. I still have just the bare-boned version. So I got to upgrade this pretty soon. I've been working on upgrading my John Carpenter collection. So
yeah, that's why Ghost of Mars is for like $8.99. I was gonna just buy it, but I'm like, and I gotta get the Ward, but the Ward isn't as bad. Like Ghost of Mars, man.
Ghost of Mars is bad. I don't like the Ward.
Vampires.
I don't like vampires. I'm one of those guys.
Oh, I like vampires. I have it on Scream Factory too. That was actually one of the first few Scream Factories I bought for the Carpenter because I wanted to get the Carpenter collection. Like at first I wanted to like just get the Carpenter collection on Blu-ray, you know, and then now I got like all this crap. But I wish they had like a Scream Factory for Christine, man. So bad.
I'm sure one day they'll work if anybody, the beautiful thing about Scream Factory is the way they can work out these rights issues. They do so. Yeah.
So, man, I will tell you. So growing up, man, I have always like endoused myself in movies, man. Like that is like my time. You know what I'm saying? Like that I like get to get in my head, you know what I'm saying, and chill. And I always like, even before Netflix and all that shit, man, I loved like double features. You know, like growing up, I would buy so many DVDs that had the double features, or you know, like triple features. You know what I'm saying? Like triple feature horrors, and it would have all the sequels. You know, like that's one cool thing you see with horror movies, where they got like every damn sequel for $5. You know what I'm saying? Like with Hellraiser and all that. And one of the first few I had was the Psycho sequels, and I still got it. And man, I would just watch all three of those, 2, 3, and 4, all the time. And I had the original one, and I loved it, but I never watched them nearly as much as I watched 2, 3, and 4. Especially 2 and 3. I absolutely love. I love 4. I was gonna throw, you know, 4 in there, you know, as a triple feature. But if you're gonna do anything,
this is one of your first cheats? You're saying this is a tie for number 7?
Yeah,
Okay.
and so I'm telling them why I'm cheating, because I love double features so much. But yeah, bro, Psycho.
And just so everybody knows, one of these Dylan's horror shows will be about the entire Psycho franchise.
Yeah, dude. Anthony Perkins directed Psycho 3.
Yes.
I like I know people don't. That's why I didn't grab 4, because I feel like people don't like 4, but I like
4. Well, 4 is that Perkins as well? Which one did McGarrett do? Okay, yeah, I thought so.
That's the one with
and the guy that did Psycho 2, was that not the guy that did Fright Night?
He did the screenplay. He wrote it.
Okay.
He wrote it. I always thought he directed it too. I always thought Tom
Holland?
Yeah. I always thought he did it too. And it's written by Tom Holland though. Who directed it? Richard Franklin. I don't know what he's done, to be honest, but off the top of my head. But yeah, and Psycho 3, man, is cool. And dude, those like, there's not much behind the scenes for the sequels, man. And these ones are like one of the few that have like everything, and that's really cool, man. I really like that, because there's some, you know, cool stuff they do. Like, there's some really fun characters in 3. I even almost like 3 sometimes better than 2, because 2, you know, Norman is really, you know, characterized, and you see that he like is a good guy. But 3, he's fully back to being Psycho. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
that one's fun. You know,
that's the journey he takes in part 2. You know.
Yeah, and there's that character, the guitar playing guy, who like, you know, and then there's like the nun that gets like, you know, like there's some crazy shit, but I think it works, man. I always forget the guy's name.
Isn't the dude from Lawnmower Man in that film?
Who is it?
The dude from Lawnmower Man, isn't he in that one?
I don't know. I haven't seen Lawnmower Man in years, bro.
He's in Lost. He's like the pilot at the end.
The guy I'm thinking is the guitar player.
I can't tell what that is, but it's cool. I know you're talking about the film, though.
Yeah. So, what is your number? Thank you. Bates Motel was good too. I enjoyed that. That's awesome, man. That's to see. We'd go. Me and my mom and the kids would go, and I'd get like, like the older movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where I found my love. Well, picking older movies. You know, I go. They'd have set where you get like 3 for $1 or something. You know, 3 for $1.25 or something, and it'd have to be all the older stuff. And I was like, hell yeah, because I always liked older stuff too. You know, like I grew up watching just so much stuff. And that was, you know, finding some cool horror stuff, finding everything, you know.
Hell yeah.
I love the VHS. And dude, back in the day too, because I had like double VHS, so I would just be recording so many videos, bro. Like, I loved it, bro.
Extended play.
Yes, sir. Recording on TV, man, and stopping when the things, bro. I could have been selling horror VHSs to my buddies if I
It's like,
had.
got your horror bootlegs over here. Horror
I
bootlegs.
just never had nobody that like was into the horror movies like me,
I
bro.
mentioned this
Growing up,
last
I
night.
never had nobody.
I mentioned this last night on our Buckaroo Banzai review, but the first time I watched Buckaroo Banzai was on a VHS bootleg.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Station J Strick, 100%.
Jay Strick Station, my brother. I miss him, bro. Fright Night is fantastic. You know what's even better, Fable? Fright Night 2.
I don't know about that.
It's equally just as good.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, bro. It's good.
So you asked me my number 6.
Yes, sir.
It's funny that your number 7 was the Psycho tie because my number 6 is the original Psycho.
Nice.
Because as much as I love the sequels, Dylan, you know I do.
Yeah.
It just, you can't compare to this. We were talking about scenes of tension and suspense. Who does it better than Alfred Hitchcock? And who does it better than Alfred Hitchcock in Psycho? I love this film. The first time I ever watched this film, it threw me for a loop. I was not expecting the shower scene to happen so quickly. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Fahey, yeah. I love this film. It's brilliantly structured because it's structured unlike any other film. This is such a treat and pleasure. It was groundbreaking at the time. Literally, the first time you ever see a commode flush in American cinema is in Psycho. Like, and the fact that that was controversial is crazy. But Alfred Hitchcock is one of those classy filmmakers who at the same time can be subversive and innovative and groundbreaking. And that's what Psycho was. And that's why it stands out to me as one of the best horror films and one of my favorites of all time. And helped start and define, along with other films, of course, the entire slasher genre right there. Psycho. And the psychological thriller. This is one of the golden age big deals. Now there's other films like Diabolique, the French film, and there's other things that are responsible, but Psycho is one of the most influential horror films of all time.
No doubt. Norman Bates, man, one of the influential slashers.
Anthony Perkins is so amazing in this.
So
in this
incredible.
film. So amazing.
It's actually incredible how long or how far apart 1 and 2 are as well.
Yes.
What year? 83 to
if it wasn't for the slasher craze,
it would have never came back. Because a lot of people didn't even have the ball. Like Tom Holland always says, he's like, you can't follow that up. You can't do a sequel to Psycho. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't.
Without you, when they tried to remake it, Gus Van Sant just literally remade it shot for shot.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
But there's a piece of me that still likes that as well. To be honest with you.
Me too.
It reminds me of the time in my life.
I do, yeah. See, that's the thing. See, you guys will notice, as I say for a lot of my stuff, that a lot of the movies I pick are like near and dear movies. Some of them necessarily aren't maybe always the best, but some are. Some are, I think, some of the best. But like the funny thing is, even as I look at my list, like I could change things out right now, and I'm like, damn, I can't. It's too late to change it. Like that's how much my list just changes, man. But all these movies, man, I just love so much. Lawnmower Man review. Arminio. Man, I gotta start Carnival, man. I didn't even start it yet. I keep hearing so many good things about it. How can you watch Carnival? Is it on Hulu or Netflix or Amazon? I forget who the Adrienne Barbeau is in Carnival, isn't she? Robbie just bouncing out, man. So I'm gonna go with my number 6.
You know I have to pee a lot, Dylan.
I know.
It happens, brother.
Um,
Carnival was that show with the dude that was in Terminator 3. And it was on HBO. I think it only went 2 seasons.
wasn't Adrian Barbeau in it?
I don't know. I never saw it, but I've heard good things.
That's what I've heard good things too. I haven't seen it though. I want to though, but especially because I keep hearing in the horror community good things. Like all these horror fans love it.
It's kind of like Freaks, right? It's kind of like like Todd Browning's Freaks, kind of like a play on that a little
really?
bit. I think. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Like
my number 6 is a movie that was what? Oh, I thought you were making me think I did the wrong number. So one of the most influential movies of the 90s. And this movie was so near and dear growing up, man. This was one that my mom loved. And since, like, it's not, I wouldn't say these were always hard R's. Like, they were, like the teenage partying and shit. But I was able to watch these all the time, because my mom would be careful trying not to let me see all the nudity.
Yeah.
And now it's probably why I love it so much. But the Scream, bro. Scream. I love the original Scream. Just the original, the iconic first 15 minutes with Drew Barrymore. You know what I'm saying? Like Matthew Lillard and what's his name? Skeet Ulrich, Neve Campbell, like I love this series.
Matthew Lillard, Jamie Kennedy, Rose McGowan.
Jamie Kennedy, yes. I can't believe I didn't say Jamie Kennedy. Jamie Kennedy is one of my favorite.
Stryber?
Yeah. Dude, Scream is so iconic for me.
Courtney Cox, what's it? Patrick Arquette? David Arquette.
Yep. And dude, like Ghostface was like my backup like costume like 4 years in a row, bro. Like I loved, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd be like, fuck it, bro. I'm just being Ghostface. I'm gonna be gutting motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Scream, bro. Like I love Ghostface, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude. And my boy, I gotta do.
You need some WD-40 on that fucking chair, man.
I know, dude. My dad's getting me a new chair. He's just got to go to Michigan to get it, bro. And I got it. Jim sent it to me.
Are they out of chairs completely in Ohio?
This chair, no. Well, this chair, bro, it's not that bad, but I fucking hate it, bro.
It's a joke. Is that the ultimate one?
Yep, I got it. Jim sent it to me. I couldn't believe it, bro.
You special ordered it at my shop. We haven't gotten it in yet.
I couldn't believe it. That's why I couldn't believe he had it, bro.
Well, you special ordered it from us, man.
No,
I'm canceling your box. I'm just joking. It's a joke.
I was going to tell you, I'm probably going to take Shadow Service off my list, though, I think. But
probably only has a few more issues. Anyway, that's dope as hell, dude. I'm excited for mine to come in. Ours hasn't come in yet. They come in later through Diamond. That's awesome. It's like, talking about SoFlo, Jim?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. He's awesome, man.
Jay Strick said he'll get mine, but I still probably might. I got this, but I'm still probably going to need the part 7 figure. I don't know if my shop will get it. That's the thing. I don't know. But they'll sell. Dude, those figures will sell.
That's fine. Scream's a great film, though. I agree with you. It's a great Wes Craven film. Wes Craven is to me a genius in horror, and I highly respect that pick, dude. That's to me one of the best '90s horror films.
Man, it is, man. You can't talk about '90s horror without talking about Scream. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't do it.
You know it.
We'll have to do the Get Dylan a New Chair Fund. We'll start working on that. That's why we need to get to the 1K so we can.
We got to pay for the gas to get to Michigan.
Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do. But I gotta thank the PCP Army for helping us out so that we could have no duck. Gave us
No,
2 months of no duck. So you guys will have awesome intros from my main man Robbie because of that. So, and make sure you guys go watch the replay and see that awesome intro if you didn't get to see that at the beginning. Like seriously. So go ahead, my brother. What is your next one?
oh man, we're in the top 5 now, dude.
Wow, top five.
We're in the top 5 now. My number 5. You know I got to represent some George A. Romero on this list. You know it, right? And what is George A. Romero known for? Zombie films. Okay.
Zombies.
Okay. Now, my favorite George A. Romero film is Night Riders. I don't consider that a horror film, so it's not here. But my favorite zombie film from George A. Romero, Dylan, you know what it is. My number 5 is Day of the Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Day of the Dead to me is an absolute brilliant film. And I love
didn't know you had that.
Yeah, I just picked this. Dude, I sent it to you on Instagram. I showed you a picture. You don't even pay attention. I finally did. I did pick up the Scream Factory edition because I had the Anchor Bay one, but it didn't have a cover to it, right?
Yeah.
And also it doesn't have as many special features. Nor does it do this.
It's cheap though. The Day of the Dead one was a good price.
I have a zombie poster. I have like a European version of Dawn of the Dead, the movie poster. Yeah. It says zombie. It's great. But my favorite George A. Romero movie poster, and I don't own it, but it's that. Like that to me is just fucking.
I like mine too. Yeah, that's my. Yeah, so I like that better than Dawn of the Dead one.
Tom Savini at the height, like he never did anything better than this. Not talking shit. I think even he agrees. I think George Romero's social commentary it's about distrust of the government. It's so 80s. It's about how it all falls apart. This is what Walking Dead wishes it was. I love Day of the Dead. I think some people criticize it for not having enough zombie action, but I think it has just the right amount. And when it explodes, it really explodes. Yeah. I've never seen zombie or gore effects that look better to me than Day of the Dead. And the John Harrison score, brilliant. George A. Romero, we lost one of the brilliant ones. This is my favorite of the Dead films. Day of the Dead, number 5 on my list. There you go.
Great one, bro. Great one. Bro, I didn't know.
Bub. Enough said.
Bub. Yeah, I agree, man. I love that movie. That's probably my favorite Romero movie as well. Man, I didn't even know I did this, but I doubled up my Wes Cravens, bro. So my fifth would be Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4, bro, as a double feature, bro.
Fucking 4? Are you
3
serious?
and 4, bro. I'm telling you, 4 is fun as fuck, bro. I'm telling you, and it has awesome effects, bro, by Screaming Mad Mike. Dude, you can't fuck around with the guy who did Society going on that shit, bro. Oh my God, bro. Like, I know they screw up with the girl and take out the blonde girl, Mercedes, I forget her name, and they take her out. But, bro, if you can get past that, man, Freddy is just that, like, 3 and 4, man, like, Freddy is at his peak, you know what I'm saying? Like, and killing it. And honestly, I'm a huge fan too. I love too.
Not the Dream Child, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I have Dream Child too, though. But no, 3 and 4.
I don't have the box set. I need to get the box set. I only have the first one right now on Blu-ray.
See, I have this, and then I have 5. I had New Nightmare, and the disc didn't work, so I had to take it back. And then I bought it on Prime for literally 99 cents. So I was like, I'm not gonna buy it, but I wish I bought it now. I wish that it would have worked because it was one of the. The only one I have it for, I'd have to go grab it, but number 5 is one of those red cases, and they crack open. It's got that black tab on the front, Robbie. Those red cases they did. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
For number 5, I got that, but I wish I had it for all of them. There's the box set, the DVD box set, and it comes with that it adds up to the picture. When they're all together.
I used to have that.
I want that.
The at least the red and blue 3D version of Part 6. Yeah.
Well, what everyone wants since they did Friday the 13th,
Scream
everyone
Factory,
wants. Yeah, that's what
They
I'm
did.
praying for.
They did Michael. They did Jason. They got to do Freddy.
They have to. They have to. But I'm praying that because I didn't get that Michael one, bro. So I'm really hoping once the Halloween trilogy ends that they'll reissue another one, maybe. I don't know, like you know what I'm saying?
It's
Because
all
for the
about
money,
It's all
they
about the
know
movie.
how much. They know how much that that other one went out of print and how much it goes for still. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's money. They might not though. So, but at least I hope they do Freddy, man. I really do. And everyone loves 3. I am a huge fan of 2. I'm a huge fan of 2. Obviously, the original one is iconic. Dude, 2 is fun, bro. And Freddy's like scary in that. And he has some cool lines in it. I'm telling Freddy, 2, you gotta get ready. You just have fun with it, bro. Like, see,
I
that's how.
love the dream sequence. I mean, I like all the Freddy movies to an extent, but to me,
Yeah.
it's 1, 3, and 7. Like it's the first one. It's Dream Warriors and it's New Nightmare. The ones that Wes Craven had something to do with. Like
I hear you. That's
those
how
are
I was too.
that's a perfect trilogy for me, right there.
Growing up, I watched them all. But then as I got at a certain point, I was like, yeah, 1, 3, and 7. Like that is exactly how I was too. And I've been rewatching them. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
I love
I just
6. I love 6. Now you're playing with power. I fucking
dude,
love
see,
it. It's so silly.
6 is my least. 6 is my Dream
5
Child.
my least. Yeah, Dream
I was
Child.
gonna say,
Fucking
yeah.
worth.
But I have fun with Dream Child too because you know what I'm saying? Because I start to like that character. I forget her name, man. But by 4, because she becomes the heroine in 4 after everyone gets killed off. So I actually start to like her. So that's the only good part in 5, I'd say. But dude, 4, man, I'm telling you, the effects are so cool in it, and Freddy's awesome in it. Like, there's some cool stuff in there.
Now I think
But
about it. 3, I like the 3 with Nancy. 1,
3,
3, and
yeah,
7.
3 Nancy.
And those are the ones that Craven
Yeah,
produced.
yeah.
He directed 2 of them. He didn't direct 3, obviously, but he produced it.
Well, see, Nancy's dead, but 3 is just 3 and 4 is perfect as a double feature because you know what I'm saying. Like,
looking forward to revisiting 4. To be honest with you, because I think 5 tainted my opinion on 4 the last time I watched it.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you because I thought the same.
A lot of fun with Freddy's Dead, man. I have a lot of fucking fun with Freddy's Dead.
Yeah.
I really.
See, that's how I am with 4, man. I just have so much fun with it, bro. I'm telling you, and I think you will too. I think if you rewatch it and just don't even worry about 5. But I actually did 3, 4, and 5, and
well, if we weren't already doing Halloween and Hellraiser for Horror Fest this year, we would do Nightmare. So maybe we'll save that.
We're doing Halloween and Hellraiser.
Yeah, bro. It's a lot. We're going to cover even more movies this year than we did last year, especially in conjunction with Dylan's show. No, dude, you going to try to get the crew to watch all Freddy, all Michael, and all Hellraiser films? Come on, man.
Oh, I didn't know we're doing all of them. So we're doing all the Halloween, and all the Hellraiser. Good thing that me and you bought the Hellraiser. You don't got the Arrow. I got the Arrow ones with the documentary.
I have the Anchor Bay of 1, and I have, honorable mention. I didn't get to put Hellraiser on my top 10, and I really should have.
I know.
It was so hard.
I was thinking of it too.
It was so hard. Hellraiser. I have the Anchor Bay of 1. I have the stripped down Midnight Movies version of Part 2, and then I got that DVD set with the rest of the ones with Doug Bradley, at least, not the 2 newer ones. I haven't seen those, but all the Doug Bradley ones I have. But that same DVD box set that has fucking Part 3 in full frame. So
yeah,
it's hard to find Part 3 right now, brother.
Part 3 of what?
Hellraiser.
Yeah, I was telling you that and then like the one that we got is full screen, bro. It's the only way you can get Part 3 is on the Arrow trilogy box set. That's the only way you can get Part 3 on a Blu-ray.
That's like Region B. But it's like Region B.
Why isn't there a widescreen version of it though? Like on DVD?
I don't know, man.
I wonder if there is. I wonder if there is, or if say if like we found like an old Hellraiser 3 DVD, and if it would
Maybe.
be.
Go to any store that you have. I mean, look it up on eBay. Go to any used media store. But yeah, yeah. My number 5 was Psycho. How did we wind up where we were? Isn't that crazy? Did you say you're number 5? No, you didn't.
Wait, yeah, no, yeah, I did. I said my number 5. It was a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah, I did Day of the Dead. Okay, I see. I see. I get where
So
we are.
you got to do your number. So you're on number 4.
I'm on number 4. That's where we are. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Are you ready then for number 4?
Yep.
All right. My number 4 is the greatest sequel of all time. Okay? Now, I don't have this in an individual case, but you know it's a classic. What's the greatest sequel of all time?
Bride of Frankenstein.
It's Bride of Frankenstein. Bride of Frankenstein is my number 4. James Whale, what he did in his horror work for Universal, The Old Dark House, Invisible Man, Frankenstein, and Bride of Frankenstein, the pinnacle. The first movie that really totally nails horror, tragedy, and drama with adventure and humor. This movie's hilarious, as well as being incredibly tragic. Boris Karloff's performance as the monster, this is the best it's ever gotten, was in Bride of Frankenstein. I freaking love it. It's such a beautiful, brilliant freaking film. Let's find the spot for it. Yeah, right there. Bride of Frankenstein is absolutely fantastic, amazing. Like I said, a perfect blend of comedy and horror. The pinnacle of James Whale, who I think James Whale is the absolute best director of horror pre-1960. Seriously, I think it's a classic. It is a daring and a bold film for 1936 or 35, whenever it came out. There are so many moments in this film that could be dubbed as sacrilegious, that could be dubbed as irreverent, and were taken out by certain censors in certain countries at times, right? But part to me is just absolutely fantastic. Jack Pierce's artwork or his makeup effects are brilliant. The iconic look of Frankenstein, the way he carries on, the idea that he's burned a little bit from the end of the first film, and the iconic look that he also does for The Bride of Frankenstein. I absolutely love this film. I love the ending. I love the music. It's my number 4, and it's, to me, out of all films, not just horror, but all films, and this is including Godfather 2, the greatest sequel of all time to me is Bride of Frankenstein.
Wow, that's a good one, no doubt. No doubt. The hold on, I gotta grab mine. I actually have that exact same box set too, bro. That's awesome. I absolutely love that box set. It's got some amazing behind the scenes features. Bro. So I
I had to throw some Universal love in there, right?
Hell yeah. So
there may
dude,
be another.
So I gotta throw some love because somebody said they wanted to hear a night of. So I have a triple tie. I had it at 1, but I had to add these. I'm cheating like hell, and I'm doing it for y'all. And so at first I picked The Blob, man. I absolutely love this film. This was one of the first. I think this was the first Scream Factory I ever bought too.
Is that the 80s one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I like the Steve McQueen one a lot, but that
I
80s
like
one
this a lot. I love this. This one is awesome, bro. So much fun. Bill Moseley's in this too. I have so much fun with this. This was one I watched as a kid a lot, and the effects still to this day just kill me, man. I don't understand how it's done. And man,
gelatin.
Dude, night, the double feature night of. This is the double feature night of set, bro. Night of the Demons and Night of the Creeps, my brother.
Oh, you got that steel book, brother.
What?
You got that steel book.
Yeah, I got it for Christmas.
Bruh, here's the thing, though. Why stop there? Night of the Demons, Night of the Creeps, and you got the Scream Factory Night of the Creeps. I don't. I have the other one. But why not throw in Night of the Comet as well if you're doing the night of?
I don't have Night of the Comet. That's
Bruh, I just picked that up recently.
I know you did, but I love that movie. I love Night of the Comet. I love it. These two are that would be the top 3 night of, no doubt. Those are the best. But it would be, I don't know what I like better, Night of the Demons or Night of the Creeps, because Night of the Demons is phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. Such a good haunted house movie.
Night of the Demons was in your intro.
Yeah, I know. Dude, and she's in that same girl, Angela, who plays her in the first one. She's in 2 and 3 as well. I've
never seen
2. 2 or 3. I've seen 2, and Ben Stiller's wife is in 2 actually, but I haven't seen 3.
You mean Marsha? Marsha Brady?
I don't know. But are you a fan of the Blob, of this one?
Yeah, I do like. I said I like the original, but I like that one as well.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. But yeah, we all know, man.
Dylan. Yeah. Dude, I like that. Hey. Are there a lot of good Scream Factory special features? Because I have the the previous special edition.
I was gonna get it. It's a double feature. There's a theatrical cut and a director's cut, and there's actually a difference. There's like a whole thing where where they like pan off to a graveyard, and that you see after you see Tom Atkins like burned alive, Robbie, you see them pan over to like a graveyard, and then there's a huge ass spaceship, so you get the point that like, you know, that there could be a sequel actually, honestly, I thought. But this set has both the theatrical and director's cut. It's got a pretty cool poster inside, but I like this one better. I like that one. I think this one's the coolest, but that one's not bad.
Well, since you got to show off yours, I haven't even opened mine yet, but there's mine, Night of the Creeps. That's the director's cut.
Yeah. Oh, so you got the director's cut.
Yeah, which one do you like better? Do you like the theatrical better than the director? Yeah, me too. I like the director. Right.
It leaves it open as if there could be a sequel.
There's my Night of the Demons.
Dude, I almost want to get that copy too, just because I wanted that cover, because it goes with the sequel. Like the cover. I love that cover too, man.
But I'll go a stretch beyond, Dylan, and there's my Night of the Comet.
Yeah.
And nice. I'll go beyond that, and there's my Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, I don't own that, bro.
I was noticing that's the Criterion. That's the definitive.
No way.
Yes, yeah, Criterion.
Awesome. I only got the first Criterion I got is Scanners. I only got one Criterion, and it's Scanners. So I'm gonna get Videodrome next up. Do you like this? Do you think this is worth it?
That's dope as hell. I love that. That's a great.
And then look at the back.
I'm thinking about getting. Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't I'm thinking awesome?
About the. I was wanting to get my Bloody Valentine, obviously, because we're going to cover it on my channel for Valentine's, and then on your channel we're doing Valentine. But like, I'm thinking about getting that steelbook, because actually the steelbook's like $4 cheaper right now.
Yeah. And then the figure.
I don't care about the figure. It's a fucking minor, dude. It's a minor. Who gives a shit? Like, honestly.
Sure. Dude, he's never had a figure. He's never had a figure.
I don't. You know me. I don't like clothed figures. I like.
I know that's going. I've been kind of getting into them a little bit.
That's fine. That's fine. That was a really good one, though. I like the stretch there. J Strick is 100% right there. Look at his comment down there. Just so y'all know, 27% of the show will be Dylan and Robbie weird stretching on each other with box sets, Scream Factory Blu-rays, and NECA figures.
Yo, he do facts, bro. I fucking love that shit.
Hashtag facts.
Oh yeah, you're so fucking. You're. That's so awesome. So what's your next one then, Robbie? Your
Number
number
three.
three.
Yeah. We're nearing the end, so these have to be the absolute creme de la creme, right? I'll be honest with you. This movie is something that every time I watch this film, Dylan, every time I fucking watch this film, Dylan, it's better than the previous time. I study this film. I can give you a 2-hour explanation on 10 different 10 different meanings of this film and 2 hours on each meaning. I love this movie. My number 3 is The Shining. Stanley Kubrick's
I got that Blu-ray too. I can't believe they got a special edition for it. I guess because everyone's gone like a lot, but Jack Nicholson's not going to talk
here though. There's a lot of stuff.
Well, I haven't watched my Blu-ray in years, so to be honest, I have a Blu-ray and DVD.
Yeah, right. This movie is absolutely brilliant. Jack Nicholson's performance, coupled with all of the subtextual relevance and resonance of this film. You guys know me, and you know the kind of comic books I like. You know I like things that try to reach and go deeper than they actually are. There's so much deep meaning in this. You could literally spend a lifetime studying this film. And was it all intended by Kubrick? Probably not, but that's the beauty of art. This to me is a piece of fucking art. I love it. It's suspenseful. It's mysterious. It's surreal. It's dreamlike. I said there were 2 movies on my list that were dreamlike. Actually 3, because this movie's very dreamlike as well. There are so many elements. What I think this movie is about, because we've never covered this on PCP, but I definitely will promise you now that we will. This movie to me is about the shared haunted history of mankind. And the ghosts are always pressing against, the ghosts of the past are always pressing against the present, right? I fucking love this movie, dude. It's levels above. Number 3, The Shining.
Fuck
the Mick Garris one. I'm just gonna say that.
Watch it.
I get it. That one really goes more with the book is different. Wendy has more agency in the book and the Mick Garris one, right?
And that book that's one of his most meaningful books, I'd say.
This is Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think it's something it's an epic horror film. You get what I'm saying? Like it's the
all that imagery, all the insanely awesome imagery in that movie doesn't change the incredibleness of Jack Nicholson though too. Because the wife is pretty annoying at times. She can, depending how you're feeling that day, she can be really annoying. You know what I mean? But Jack Nicholson is just so iconic.
They want you to understand what Jack is feeling.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Don't underappreciate in a most non heinous way.
He's doing a job.
The importance of Danny in this film. Now I haven't seen Dr. Sleep, but I hear it's amazing. So I want to.
You haven't? It's amazing. Mike Flanagan, bro. He's he's an upcoming horror director, bro. He's been doing some big shit, bro, in the community, bro.
Stanley Kubrick is one of the greatest directors of all time. I know a lot of people think it's overly pretentious. Whatever. And so I agree with the hype on Kubrick, and The Shining to me is just an absolute fucking masterpiece.
I semi-agree with the hype. I like Clockwork Orange.
2001 is one of my favorite movies of all time. Dr. Strangelove, Barry Lyndon, Lolita, even for its problematic material, is a well-done film. Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a great horror film. Right?
That's some real life horror right there.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
What's your number 3? We're top fucking 3 now, Dylan.
Man. My number 3. So, man, I haven't even, my absolute love since I was a kid of werewolves. So I'm going to hit you with the best double feature you could ever watch, my brother. and it's not what you think. It's not going to be American Werewolf and The Howling. No, my brother. It is Silver Bullet and Bad Moon.
Awesome. Awesome.
Dude, Bad Moon is one of the greatest werewolf movies ever, bro. Ever. And if you're like a dog lover, bro, it's even better, man. There's an awesome German Shepherd actor in this. And I just credited his dog as an actor, which is the truth,
It's
man.
true,
Dogs
bro.
can be actors.
It's true.
And his name is Thor, and the kid from Nick Castle's Dennis the Menace is in this. If you guys remember, Nick Castle did Dennis the Menace in the 90s.
I love
And
that.
me too. And I can't remember his name, but shit, what is it? He plays the werewolf, but he's in something else. Yeah. Michael, I think it's Michael Pere. I don't know, he plays something. But basically like the brother calls his sister who's and like he comes in and moves in with them, but he like lives in the trailer outside, and the dog kind of senses, and he's like going out tying himself up in the middle of the night, and this dog is just like peeping his ass like to the fullest the entire time.
Yeah.
And man, it's hard to explain, but it's a fun ass movie, bro. I wouldn't have it so high up. It's the most underrated werewolf movie ever, bro. I'm telling you. I never hear anybody talk about it, and it's freaking criminal, bro, because this is awesome, bro. Awesome, man. Like, it's just every time too, bro. Like, I be like tearing up at the end, bro. Like, it kills me seeing it. I love it though. The werewolf is cool as hell in it, and it's a perfect movie, man. And Silver Bullet, bro. This and The Blob were the first two Scream Factories. This, The Blob, and Vampires, bro. How could I not buy this? Never been on Blu-ray before, bro. How could Silver Bullet not get a Blu-ray like until Scream Factory? That's how incredible Scream Factory is, giving Silver Bullet a Blu-ray. This movie is gold, man. What is that? Gary Busey and Corey Haim, bro. Like Corey Haim, Lost Boys. Like,
Yep.
dude, this movie is awesome. Stephen King adaptation of Cycle of the Werewolf. I love the way this werewolf looks. The way that this is shot. I never even saw this original poster art, but I actually really like this.
Yeah, that's dope.
The way this is shot, man, is just so atmospheric. The score in this is really well done too. This is one with a really good score. This was one of the most iconic movies growing up for me too. Like Silver Bullet just has I have VHSs of this. I have DVD. I have like multiple DVDs because at one point you couldn't get this. This was like out of print on DVD at one point, and now you can get it anytime on DVD. But I have like 3 DVD copies of this, bro. Like, this was one of my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that movie. But yeah, man, that's mine. What was that? Number 3.
Number 3.
Dude, you got, and this is Scream Factory 2.
Yeah,
that's all right. Nice. This one. You gotta check this out, bro. It's on Tubi. It's free. You gotta watch it sometime.
Hey, I got Tubi, man.
Right. This one's gonna go out of print soon. I guarantee it. Is it? No, that's not MGM. Dude, I want to get The Incredible Melting Man. It's out of print now, but you can get it for like $30 on eBay. I think it's like Rick Baker's, if not one of his first movies he ever worked on, and the effects on it are awesome. It's a fun movie.
Nice.
All those MGM movies are going out of print. That's why like Ghoulies is out of print, Troll, all those if you think of any movies,
they're trying to sell. They're trying to sell all their stuff. Their catalog now.
Who?
MGM.
Oh, really? Whoa.
Yeah, including James Bond. They're looking to sell it, everything, all their catalog.
Wow.
Yeah.
Disney might pick it up then.
I hope not, but we'll see.
Yeah.
You never know.
Never know. So, what is your number 2, my brother?
My number 2 is, to me, the film that defined what horror movies would be for pretty much all time. Every cliche, every horror movie Halloween cliche comes from this film. Okay? It is a legitimate bona fide classic by Todd Browning, and it's Dracula.
I knew you were gonna have a bunch of black and whites in here.
Well,
I could.
my favorite era, my favorite decade for horror films, as much as me and you love horror films, and we love 80s horror, right? In fact, next week for the second episode, we're talking about 80s horror, right? And we love In Search of Darkness because it's about 80s horror. But to me, there's nothing better than the 1930s. The 1930s to me are pure gold.
I wish you would have got that so we could have reviewed it.
Right, but the Dracula to me sets the tone and the atmosphere and all the tropes and cliches for what a horror film is. And Todd Browning does a great job with it. Now, he was a silent film director. And so this was the first supernatural talkie film, right? And there's no score in the original release of this. And Philip Glass eventually did a score with like a string quartet, and I love listening to that while I'm reading Dracula, but I love watching the movie without that score. There is something about just the shot alone when they're panning slowly up to Dracula after he's just gotten out of his coffin and they're just going through the crypt like this. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my goodness. I love it. The crackle of the silence. The silence provides atmosphere. It is black and white, but lit like a silent film. So it's beautiful. Like, even today, when people do black and white films, it doesn't look like this stuff. And Dracula to me is the best. It's one of my favorite horror films of all time. I love Dracula. It's my favorite novel. It's one of my favorite characters of all time. Bela Lugosi is so legendary and iconic in this role. When I did my first live horror movie commentary, it was Dracula for a reason. Like, I am fascinated with this shit. I can quote this film like a church girl watching Princess Bride at a church lock-in. I know every line of dialogue. Rainfield by the Dwight Fry's performance, Edward Van Sloan as Van Helsing. Come on. And dreamy-ass David Manners as Jonathan Harker. I don't know if I can even say or express to you, Dylan, how important this film is to horror movies and to me. But I love it.
I hear you, man. It's so atmospheric. It's like it's what created atmospheric. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
And even dude, the Spanish version is really is crazy too. That's another great one. And if you got any of those sets, if you haven't checked and seen the Spanish version, I highly recommend you checking it out.
Amazing.
That's a fun. If you're a fan of Dracula, that's a fun deep dive. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, it's just fun diving down and just like getting into these movies, man. And just like totally like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. Giving yourself to the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try never to give expectations, man. I just like try to sit there and take enjoyment every minute of it, you know? House of Horror. That's awesome, man. I love that booklet.
The original House of Horror. What about Metro, Stefan? You talking about the Eddie Murphy film Metro? That's not a horror film. Are you talking about Metropolis? I'm just Metro. You remember there's an Eddie Murphy 90s horror film. I mean, not action film, Metro. Anyway, Tomorrow said it's no Vampire in Brooklyn. I like Vampire in Brooklyn. That movie's a tragedy. I want to review it one day because Eddie Murphy wanted Vampire in Brooklyn to be a legitimate horror film. And so did
Yeah.
Wes Craven, but the studio kept pressuring them to make it funny. And that's why that movie's not a good movie. But if you watch it and really try to appreciate what the movie was supposed to be, it's a different experience. But whatever.
I watched it recently, and it's not bad, but it's not like nothing
It's not
special.
it's not good, but
I
like
don't.
it
I'd
should
buy
be
it.
a different
I
film.
have all the Wes Craven movies, but I wouldn't watch it that much.
It's not. I think it's better than Swamp Thing,
Yeah,
to be honest.
probably. I haven't seen Swamp Thing in years.
Now, just when you watch that movie, imagine what it was supposed to be. Like Eddie Murphy wanted to take this one shot to do a non-comedic role and play a villain. But
Really? Yeah, I didn't know that though.
Yeah, they wanted to make a legitimate horror film. I literally just
That
said
would have been cool.
they wanted to make a legitimate horror film, but the studio was pressuring them to make it funny.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's where it always gets ruined because it is so rare to get horror comedy, man, where it's gonna,
studio interference. Yeah, this wasn't supposed to be a horror comedy. It was supposed to be a horror movie.
That's where
Dracula for Brooklyn.
That, and you know what? I didn't even mention that. That's where Hatchet is like perfect because they never do any of that jokey shit with Victor Crowley. All his shit is always scary. They always all the jokes are with the people that are scared shitless. They never do like make the villain. Victor
That's
Crowley.
One of the brilliant things of Bride of Frankenstein. I talked about how that was like one of the first perfect horror comedies, right?
Yeah.
But the monster is never the joke. The doctor,
yeah.
Frankenstein is never the joke. The joke comes from the other people.
Exactly. That's the way you got to do it. And most of the time, they always ruin it and try to make the villain jokey.
You know it.
And it just goes down the hole. And that's where that's a bummer. I would have really liked to see that. You know what? A lot of one. You know which one I noticed by Craven gets a lot of praise. The Serpent and the Rainbow. Have you ever seen that?
I love that fucking movie.
I watched it like a few months back. I thought it was good, but I was like, all this praise. It's different.
The scene where they nail his fucking balls to the goddamn chair, bro. Come on.
When they're torturing him.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're nailing people's balls to chairs, bro. And it's a legitimate zombie. I love a zombie film that's actually about voodoo zombies.
Yeah.
And I love that movie. Bill Pullman's great in that fucking movie, dude.
He is. Because there's some weird shit he's got to do.
Scary ass shit where they're leading him to be buried and they're like parading him through the fucking dude. That's
where I think
oh my God.
That's where he's getting like inspired by some Fulci shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
like zombie. Like it's like I fucking love that shit.
Or how City of the Living Dead when they're getting buried alive and shit.
Yes, bro. Yeah. I can't wait to get some Italian horror. There hasn't been any Italian.
I put Gates of Hell trilogy. You know what Gates of Hell trilogy meant?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Come on. I actually only watched City of Living Dead because I've been waiting. If we're gonna do that, I don't want to like watch it and then have to rewatch it.
You know that I love American horror and I love 80s American horror and I love 30s American horror, but you know I love Italian horror. We'll get to it.
Yeah, dude. I love Demons, bro. I actually like Demons 2 made better than Demons. Demons 2
that's a bit sacrilegious, but I'll allow it because Demons 2 is just near as good as part 1, I think.
Yeah. I do like Demons 1 a lot, but just Demons 2 is just funner, like I don't know.
I get it.
But
what's your number 2, bro?
My number 2.
Reggie said just came in on balls to chairs.
You came in a hell of a time, Reggie. My number 2 is Two Greats Coming Together, and I thought I was you
with all these goddamn cheats, man.
You said no. Actually, it's not. It's actually one of the ones where I wasn't, but I do have the sequel with me though. But this is, you mentioned George Romero, and I was like, I didn't bring a George Romero one. I actually did. But he's coming up with his homie Stephen King. Creep Show, my brother. And the dude, this box set you gotta get, bro. It's It's a hard shell, bro. Scream Factory. I wish Arrow did a box set because I got the Arrow one, but if I would have got it when it first came out, it comes in a huge box set, you know, like Arrow does those really big booklets.
Yeah.
But because Arrow did their Creep Show first, so they did Creep Show 2. So Scream Factory had to do this a proper one because when do they ever do like a single release in a hard shell? So once they saw what they did for Creep Show 2, they had to step their game up and they put out this incredible box set. But I even got the Just Desserts documentary.
Nice.
I had this. It's. I don't know if it was worth it. It was like $15, but I don't know if it was worth it. Honestly, it wasn't. But it has a shit ton of special features on it too. I haven't watched yet. I just watched the documentary. But this movie, Stephen King, man, I think I had a couple Stephen King movies on here. I love Stephen King. I grew up. That was one of the few things I could read growing up, like Stephen King, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter. I always liked, because I always hated the shit they try to make me read at school.
What a random ass assortment, bro. It's like the only things I could ever read were Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Stephen fucking King.
I could, man. Like novel wise, it's all I could read, man.
So you like long, drawn out, descriptive novelizations. That's what you like.
I guess just more like adventure stuff, I'm
making a critical observation that I think Tolkien, Stephen King,
yeah,
they're just a bit.
Yeah, I already know. I know they take forever to read, but that's why Stephen King is my favorite, though. But
why do something in 100 pages when you could do it in 1,000, right?
Yeah, dude, this is just one of the best movies ever made.
Like, so that's a box set with both movies?
No, I got both of them. The second one is out. This is Scream Factory for the first one.
Yeah, okay.
But Arrow put out Creep Show 2 in a box set first. So then Scream Factory was like, well, they did that incredible box set. See, I got this usually because I think you got the Reanimator one. It's like the big.
I love Arrow. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's how this one came. But after a while, when it's out for a few years, they don't come. It only comes with this. It just comes with the disc. So I only got the disc. That's the thing. It's basically like like that's their slip cover. Like Arrow doesn't do the slip covers. They do like the booklets.
Yeah. I don't mean to move us away, but Perry's in the house. I want to give a station to Perry, and I want to congratulate Perry for finally releasing his Gremlins reaction video, a movie he watched like a fucking month ago. So I'm really happy for him.
Bro,
he's like, dude, I had to cut together these Lord of the Rings fucking reactions.
There's some nice really cool stuff though about like Stephen.
Dude, do you have Two Evil Eyes? Do you have Two Evil Eyes?
I don't have it, but I love it. I
do. I love that fucking film, dude.
I gotta get it, but I love it. I love that movie so much. But yeah, that's my number 2.
I love Creep Show, and I got 2 words to really speak on it. You ready for this? Meteor shit.
Yeah, dude. Stephen King is. That's his best acting role. Look at this. Look at the cool.
I love that. That's the comic book cover.
That's the reversible art.
I love that. I need to get that. I have the bare bones, the original Blu-ray.
I had the bare bones. I had the bare bones DVD. It was this cover. But dude, I had to get it, and then I think I got it for like 22. But dude, I had to. And then when I didn't know if I would get it in the hard shell. I thought I might just get the disc. You were gonna get the hard shell, bro? Dude, it's so worth it, bro.
You're all about that hard shell, Dylan.
Hey, look at the list. Look at how big the features are.
It's nice. Yeah, I gotta get that. Stop making me jealous. I still gotta get. I think after the stream, I'm going to go get Beastmaster. I think I'm gonna do it.
You think
it's on sale? It's on sale for $45 right now.
What about Fade to Black?
I was actually talking to a good buddy of mine named Carl today, and he was telling me that movie was really good.
It is. It's
and I've
really
never
good.
seen it. And so,
It's
like, I
really
saw that it was on there, and I saw everything else that's on Vinegar Syndrome, and it's like the sleaziest of the sleazy. And I think I want to find like a super sleazy movie to get.
Get Nightmare Sisters.
Nightmare Sisters.
Yeah, there's some sleazy shit on there.
I know, man. I just want to try some. By the way, Perry is living the life. He says, just waking up, making pancakes while drinking White Claw and ripping a bong. Gotta love Saturdays. That's what it's like when I go to Florida for vacation. So when I go to Florida for vacation next time, Perry, I'm hollering at you, brother. And we're going to drive down to Miami and hook up with Chad and Hialeah. Hell yeah, let's do it. Anyway, so we've made it now to our number ones, haven't we?
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. The Creep Show comic, by the way, was awesome because Bernie Wrightson did the artwork for that. I have it somewhere. So what's up? What are we doing, Dylan? Are we done? Show over?
Yeah, screw it.
All right. We're not going to reveal our number ones. We're done. Dylan, I got to pee real quick before we get to number one, honestly, though.
Oh, my God, the old man. All right, I'm going to go too. Yo, you tripping. Bro, it had like a solid 17 in here, bro. Appreciate y'all coming to hang out, bro. Perry, bro, how you been, my brother? Dude, Perry, what are you at now? Like 20K? Or 30? Robbie definitely washing his hands, right, Strick?
I wash my hands even when I'm just at my fucking house, but I do also do other things while I'm taking a pee break. Mostly, I polish off my Masters of the Universe figures.
Oh, yeah, like what? Like that?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. That's not legal here. Anyway, what's up?
Plead the fifth.
I was taking a shit on the floor. What are we doing? Are we done with the show? Are we talking about Nutty Buddies now? Our favorite little Debbies? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. What's your number one?
My number one favorite horror movie. Well, Dylan, you know, we talk about horror films. And can I just say something real quick? All the films that we've mentioned tonight for our lists are not the best horror film of all time because none of them are Italian. In fact, none of them are done by Dario Argento. There's my number one.
I knew that when you said atmosphere, you said something. I forget what you said, and I knew that was going to be one of them.
That's my number one right there, bro. Dario Argento. This movie is truly dreamlike. It's very scary. It's something that is. it's much more appreciated the more you like look into it, right?
Yeah.
But there's nothing like this movie.
Nothing like it.
The music by Goblin, the cinematography, the directing, the choices made by Dario Argento. You want to see an Argento cut? Watch an Argento movie, and this is the best out of all of them. He never got better than this. In fact, most of his films, as much as I love Tenebrae and Phenomena and some other things, they don't ever capture this. This is something truly unique in the career of Argento and truly unique in horror cinema. Now, I just recently picked up this Blu-ray. This is the Synapse version, I think.
Oh,
yes.
No, that's who did them out of the Creep Show documentary, Just Desserts.
Yeah, but they do a lot of the Argento stuff, and they actually do
the
reversible covers as well. So there's the newer cover. Yeah, see that? That's the new cover. That. But I like the original cover. But Suspiria to me is like, oh my God, it's so surreal. It's so cerebral. It's beautiful. The colors, the textures, like walls made of carpet, weird camera angles. Like you've seen the movie, you know, when what's her name? When I can't remember her name right now, but when she goes and she has to figure out where the, how to get into the secret witch room, right? And it's the pedal or whatever. But when they're in that room, Argento had that room made in like a circle in particular with that art so that he could do this camera shot that made it feel like you were like nauseous when they were like panning across the fucking room. Like so much attention to detail. The beautiful fucking colors, bro. Purples, neon pinks and blues, and just the atmosphere, that goblin music. Do 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 do. Like Goblin to me, they do the best horror movie soundtracks. The best horror movie soundtrack might be Suspiria, might be Day of the Dead, but it might be Suspiria. I freaking love this movie, dude. If you've never seen this movie, I highly recommend you do it. We are doing this. We're actually going to end Horror Fest this year with Suspiria, my favorite horror movie of all fucking time. Yeah. Dario Argento's Suspiria. You know, I haven't seen the remake. Tom York did the soundtrack. That's interesting to me. Suspiria to me is the greatest horror film of all time. Watch it.
Is Horror Fest like you talking about upcoming Halloween or the March Madness?
Halloween.
Halloween, okay. I didn't know you already, man. You're thinking ahead, my brother. That's what's up,
bruh. You know how we do it, man. We got to schedule it.
You're smart.
We got like what 5 years of this show planned out, pretty much.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We do, for real though.
What's up, two brothers?
Two brothers in the house.
Suspiria is my number one, though, bro. Like that movie, there's nothing like that. It's so like. There's nothing like it. And I know you can criticize it. Some people say it has an abrupt ending, but it's a movie that the more you watch it, the more you really appreciate it. And I know that you mentioned that you want to do the entire the Three Mothers trilogy, right?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you what you thought of them.
100%, because Inferno's great, and I like Mother of Tears too. But Suspiria is like levels above to me anything else that's ever been done in horror. Yeah. That's just me. And the most beautiful murders. And a great starring role by a dog actor when he rips out the throat of that blind dude, right?
Yeah, I haven't actually seen, I haven't seen the other two. I've only seen Suspiria. That's why I want to review them too. I've been I never seen I keep forgetting the name of it. Inferno
and Mother of Tears.
I've only seen bits and pieces. I have never seen all of it though, so I really actually wanted to watch it as a whole. That's why. And then with Gates of Hell, I've only seen bits and pieces of the Beyond or whatever, you know. But now I've seen City of the Living Dead, but I want to review all those too. So I've been trying to get into some of that Italian horror. I like it.
You got to watch Bava, Fulci, and Argento are the pillars of Italian horror.
That's why you love the documentary, bro. It's like they talk about them as if they're like the three godfathers, bro.
Yeah, they are. They really
that's
fucking
all they
are.
talk about.
But that's my favorite. That's the original cover right there. I fucking love
all that stuff, bro.
movies.
Did you see the
If you
remake?
don't know, by the way, this is about a ballet school that's actually a front for a coven of witches.
Yeah. Did you see the remake? It's actually good.
No, I literally talked about that. Just you don't pay attention to me, but it's okay.
I didn't
No,
hear
I
you say
haven't seen the remake
anything.
yet, but Tom York did the music in it, which is interesting to me.
I didn't hear you say anything about the
It's
remake.
okay, Dylan. It's okay. I'm just joshing with you, man.
I didn't know you did. Sorry.
Suspiria is my number one, man. What's your number one? I really want to know. What is horror maestro Dylan on his first episode of Dylan's Horror Show claim as his favorite horror film of all time?
Man, dude, probably my favorite, one of my all-time favorites growing up as a kid. One of the most iconic films in the horror genre. Rockin' the shirt, my brother. The double feature for Halloween 1 and 2. Or wait, that's Halloween 3. Halloween 3 is a must. Halloween 3 is a must. But I grabbed Halloween 3 by accident. But the double feature as like a whole movie, 1 and 2, I actually like 2. I grew up watching 2 more than 1. I always watched 1, and then I kind of, I watched it so much that I would just always watch 2. It got, because it was bloodier, and I love 2, man. So as a double feature, it's perfect, bro. And Michael Myers has always been my favorite slasher of all time. He gotta say what's up to SoFlo Jim. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know it. Dude, I love that we're reviewing the entire series, especially because I want to talk about this one so much because
I love that film, man.
Do you own this?
I have the box set where they're all together. It's the Scream Factory box set, but it's not the one.
You still got a lot of good shit though. You got more shit than I got. But I got the 25 Years of Terror documentary. So I think you have that too, maybe, but I'm not sure.
I don't think it's on that set, actually. I used to have it in another set I had that had a Mike Myers like face on it, but like I used to have it on DVD, but I thought it would be on the set. I don't know if it is. I need to double check. It's a great set. It's a great set. I mean, but that documentary, 25 Years of Terror, is great. It's great. And I want to get the one that you have, the double feature with the Crystal Lake Memories and the Never Sleep Again or whatever.
Yeah, dude, it's only like $20 because any other way you gotta buy it. Like one of them's like 15, so it's like you might as well just buy the double feature. It comes with all the same shit. I gotta return mine though, because like the fucking paper looks like it got all wet and it's all like crunched. I be picky, man. And they be sending me
like way too long ago to complain about it now, man.
Dude, no, they gave you 2 months, so I could still do it. I think.
Halloween's a great pick, though, man.
Even if not, I'd buy another one and just send that back and get my money back.
Halloween's a great pick. Michael Myers is one of the best slashers out there. He's not my favorite. My favorite would be Norman, but Michael is, to me, better than Freddy and Jason. But above all of them, to me, is Pinhead. But Halloween, that's one of the best horror movies ever made.
Dude, look at that awesome Scream Factory cover.
Nice.
And then, dude, it comes with an awesome television version. And it comes with, you know what I'm saying? Like it looks like it's not like restored or anything either. Like it looks like full screen, and it's like gritty, and it has like kind of like some bloopers in it and stuff like, and it has different scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like because they filmed certain stuff for the TV, and they didn't even know because they had different cuts for the movies. Because remember, a lot of that stuff they had to cut for certain things to make the movies. And so they would make certain cuts back then, they did, and it's cool, man. Like it's a little different, like not much, but there's some different scenes in it,
I've seen the TV version of the first one, but never. I don't know if I've seen the second one. I'm sure I maybe when I was a kid, but that's super cool that's on there.
Yeah, I love it, man. I got this at like Walmart too. I wish I had the slip. I wish I had the slip for it, bro. I actually got it for a turn.
What she said.
I actually want to try to buy a new one, bro, because the case like cracked on mine. I'm bummed, and this is one of my all-time favorite Blu-rays because
Bro, you
this
gotta
is one of my all-time favorite movies.
look on the positive. That's one of your favorite movies of all time. Who cares if it's cracked? Look, dude.
I do, and it's
Dude,
wearing.
my
It's wearing a little. Look at that. You see
has a
it's
cracked.
wearing.
My jitsu has a cracked groin. Look at that. Do you see me complaining about that?
But dude, I'm only 26, dude, and I'm gonna have this for a lot longer. It's gonna be done in the next 10 years.
What the fuck does that mean? I'm only 26. I want to have this a lot longer than you. What the fuck does that mean?
I didn't say a lot longer than you. I would
That's what
never
you
say
implied,
that.
young man.
No, sir. No, I'm
Mhm.
saying that I'm just gonna have you would have it just as long as me. You're gonna be living that long too. The double feature, bro. Double feature, bro. No doubt. I wish I had this. This has audio commentary, a cut above the rest featurette. This really just has audio commentary. This isn't the greatest. This is just like a regular Blu-ray, I feel like. I should
Nice.
get the they have Best Buy has the Steel book right now for like $18.99. But I don't want to pay shipping because then you're up to like 20, 22 or 24. But it is a really cool Steel book. Dude, that was legendary.
That was a great top 10, Dylan.
Thank you, bro. That's a cool one, isn't it?
Yeah. I think I had a good top 10 as well.
Dude, I'm glad SoFlo Jim made it, bro.
Dude, we didn't have a single movie that we both talked about. We had different movies. We actually talked about 20 different movies tonight.
You know what? I had The Thing. I did have The Thing at number 2, but I switched a couple things. I did have The Thing at number 2. But I'm glad I changed it because then I would have had 2 John Carpenters. But The Thing, obviously, everyone knows is.
I had 2 Universals, man. I couldn't get away from it. I had to put Bride and Dracula on there.
I
originally had Monster Squad, Evil Dead 2, and Hellraiser were like right there on the cusp of making the list.
I gotta get Monster Squad. It's actually harder to get than I thought. Monster Squad because there's a really nice like 40th edition or 20th or something. I think it's a 20th and it has special features on it.
Like a 25th anniversary version, I think that came, or a 20th that came out in 2007. I think it was a 20th. That's the one I have.
I think that's the one because I don't think it even had like a DVD version before then.
People
like on bootleg. That was like a bootleg.
Yeah, I had to buy it on bootleg. I had the bootleg. I'll be right back. I'll grab the one I have just in case because we're about to get to that segment, aren't we? Of show and tell, basically.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, dude. I just watched that. Hell yeah, it definitely does, James. I just watched that Wolfman Got Nards documentary. I don't know. You're just talking about this. What the saying, I'm sure, but there's a Wolfman Got Nards documentary they did recently, and it talks about how people had to watch that movie bootlegged growing up, and that it finally got a DVD, and they go into a lot of shit on that. If you haven't seen that documentary, it's definitely worth a watch. Dude, Fable, I got the box set, bro, for that. It's so awesome. I love The Omen. I got this awesome legendary box set, bro. I think I showed it to you before. Man. Couldn't rent it from Blockbuster as a kid. Monster Squad was rated R? Exorcist, dude, that shit's crazy. Oh man, yeah, I heard about that series. I never watched it though. You have to let me know if that shit's good or not. Not too bad. What season you on though? Halloween? Nick's Comics.
That's the one I got, Dylan. And by the way, it's not rated R. It's PG-13.
Yeah, that's the one. I didn't think it was. I
Yeah,
thought
it's
it
got
was.
a bunch of nice special features on it.
And you got the Blu-ray too, you lucky son of a bitch.
Right,
Now
it's
it's like
when it
hard to
first came
get.
out,
That's
man.
MGM too. That's why.
Dude, I still have my original movie stop fucking receipt.
Really.
I bought this thing. You ready for this? I bought it. Let's see. Okay, I bought it April 17th, 2010, and I actually bought it. Y'all ready for this? Because we worked together at the time. Because I hired him. I bought it from Jelani. Did you see that?
2010.
From Jelani. I bought it from Jelani for $5.39.
Damn.
Because I had a
That's a
coupon.
steal.
I had a discount, an employee discount, and a coupon.
Happy New Year, mad respect.
I love that I still have the receipt. I used to keep my receipts in case anything bad ever happened to the movie.
I don't do that too.
It's the top 10.
Oh no,
Roadkill,
I
Joyride, Wrong Turn, Sinister,
Oh,
Lights Out,
nice.
Scream, right? That's a great fucking top 10. I love that.
I had Texas Chainsaw at like number 9 at one point on my list, and I was gonna do 1 and 2 as a double feature. Scream.
It's rated PG-13, bro.
Yeah. Poltergeist is like PG-13 too.
Yeah, I don't know what Tomorrow's thinking.
That's a good set right there, though. Keep that, Robbie. That's a good. You wouldn't get rid of that anyway. That's the best one you can get for Monster Squad. I need it.
I love it.
It has good features. Have you seen the Wolfman Got Nards documentary though?
No, I have not.
There's a documentary on that too, though. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a making of featurette.
Yeah.
It's called Monster Squad Forever, a 5-part retrospective featuring interviews.
It should have just been Dylan's top 10 double feature night.
Hell yeah, though. Great show. Great
I love
top
double feature. So yeah, let's do it.
How are we going to end the Dylan's Horror Show each week?
We're gonna show a couple things that we got this week, or maybe show a few things that you think maybe might relate to some of the shit that we talked about tonight. I mean, whatever you want, honestly. Usually, probably we'll keep it horror related, though. I mean, of course. Even say if we don't talk about a horror comic book that night, throw that in at the end or something. You know, you say like, "Hey, I wanted to talk about this book." You know, it could be anything.
Nice.
I got some figures I got some dope ass shit to show from SoFlo Gym, bro. So what you got?
Well, first of all, I think this qualifies as horror. The Murder Machine, the Batman Murder Machine. I have the pops. I'm going to open it up. Bought this off of Mike. He hooked me up. He knew I was looking for it. I've been trying to collect all the pops for all these dark multiverse Batman.
Have you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and there's the Murder Machine. So that's cool. Murder Machine. Jelani got this for me for Christmas.
Dude, I know. I asked him to look out for one for me. I want it so bad.
Got the stripe.
That's Stripe.
That's nice.
I still want to. You know they make a gizmo though, a regular gizmo.
Yeah, an ultimate gizmo. I know. I don't have it, but I want.
I do.
All right, and I got some recent Blu-ray pickups for horror films. First up, I got The Burning Scream Factory Edition.
Yeah.
Very excited to have this. There are 2 Burning clips in that intro for tonight. Just picked this one up, The Howling. Love that cover, but I love the original.
I didn't know. Yeah, I got the steel.
Yeah, the steel book is cool.
I wanted that because I really like that cover, but the steel.
I actually prefer these over steel books because I like the reversible covers. Yeah. And the final one, you mentioned this earlier, and you know I love my Italian films. But I just got in Demons this week.
Oh, lucky, bro. See, I haven't picked up any like Blu-rays for the Italian shit.
Yeah, that's a Synapse as well. That's where you're going to find most of the Italian
I
stuff.
noticed that they're doing, yeah.
I got the Suspiria, I got the Tenebrae, I got Opera. Like it's good shit. So that's what I brought to show off. And of course, you don't get more horror than Snake Mountain and the Evil Warriors. There's my Skeletor and Panther, Evil Land, Triclops, Jitsu, Spikor, Trapjaw, Stinkor. What?
Because I gotta let my dog out. Show him up close real quick. I gotta let my dog out. He's whining. It'll just take one second. I'm gonna just let him out and come right back up.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't care what he says. I'm not showing those up close. This is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about this.
I heard you.
We're going to talk about this real quick. Mad Respect says, number 1, Evil Dead. Number 2, Halloween. Number 3, Nightmare on Elm Street. Number 4, Exorcist. Number 5, Phantasm. Number 6, The Howling, and so on. Nice. Mad respect for you, Mad Respect. Y'all, thank you for joining us tonight for Dylan's first episode of Dylan's Horror Show. Had a lot of fun being here. I really, really did. I show these off up close on PCP, and I appreciate y'all coming over here and checking out Dylan's Horror Show. And if you're here for Dylan, I appreciate you. Be sure to sub up. We want to get Dylan to 1,000 subscribers this year. It's a goal that we have to get Dylan to 1K, because once Dylan gets to 1K, we can give him super chats. And when we can give Dylan super chats, then we have StreamYard forever. You see how there's not an annoying-ass duck up there? It's all because of you, PCP Army. It's all because of J Strict and you. Y'all are worth it. Dylan is worth it. And I'm so excited to join my brother in this venture called Dylan's Horror Show. Next week, 80s horror. Fantastic. The third week, y'all get ready. We're talking about our favorite horror comics. And I think we got a special guest whose name rhymes with straight dick. Also, episode 4, our first director spotlight, Stuart Gordon. Recently passed away, but the director of Reanimator and the writer of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So very exciting. And our 5th episode will be a movie review of Slumber Party Massacre. Ain't that right, Dylan? Dylan's like, I got to take my dog out. Really, what he really did was went and got a little Debbie.
Nope, I had to let him out, I swear.
I'm just Josh, man. I don't care. You don't have to swear to me.
I still gotta pick up the Slumber Party though. It is free though. I can watch it.
Yeah, man, it's free, man.
They got good special features on it though, but it's only like 11.
I don't know. I haven't really watched it or looked at it.
2 and 3 are out of print, bro. They're hard as hell to get.
Yeah, I don't care, man. They're probably on Tubi.
Yeah. Bro. So to start this shit off, bro.
All right, go for it.
My man SoFlo. Bro, you gotta look at it. Come here. The hell are you doing?
I'm still here, Dylan.
You're missing it. Yo.
I'm still here, Dylan.
Friday the 13th. Jason Voorhees. Funko Pop. Signed by Kane Hodder. From my man SoFlo Jim. Bro.
That's dope as hell, brother.
I'm telling you, he sent me a box so big, bro. Biggest box I ever seen, bro. I'm telling you, it was huge that I've ever got, bro. And it was filled with like 12 NECA figures. And this was the one Funko. He sent me one Funko signed by Kane Hodder, bro. This shit is awesome. I didn't even have this Funko either, actually. I don't have this, so that was so cool. 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. I don't have any. Fable sent me a link once, and I was gonna get a comic signed by John Carpenter, and I ended up stalling. I ended up missing out on it, but I wanted to have it for my Carpenter collection. But I never got it though. So this is so cool to have one. This is my first like horror memorabilia signed by anybody. I've never met any of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So I've only been to one convention my entire life, and the day I went, nobody was, like doing anything. So he also sent me this Halloween 2. I love the way the mask on this looks incredible. I want to hang these up, bro. And then you gotta get. I shot him 6 times.
Nice.
He sent me this too. I love the pumpkin on that too, bro. And then I showed this. This is absolutely awesome, bro. Like, part of it, I almost wanted to unbox this, but I think I'm gonna wait because I want to be careful. But
Yeah.
I probably could, but because the tape is actually not bad. But I'm gonna wait, I guess. 'Cause I know we're already 2 hours in, but like top of it, this one is done perfect. This is the perfect Ghostface figure. I can't wait to display this one, bro. It's so perfect. And then I needed this because I got the 2018 Halloween Laurie Strode from 2018. Basically, Laurie Strode, Sarah, aka Sarah Connor.
Nice.
But it looks like a really good figure. She looks good. Dude, I really want to get the Reanimator figure. There's a Reanimator figure like this, and it's got the awesome background. There's a Reanimator Herbert West figure I really want, and I want that Victor Crowley, and they did the Puppet Master ones. I want those too. They're doing these two-pack Puppet Masters, and those look really cool.
I only like the ultimate ones, but that's just me. You know, I have this aversion to cloth figures.
But there's certain ones that they got for in the cloth that they don't have, and that's one reason. But
that's a price I pay, brother.
I know, but I'm not gonna get all of the cloth ones, just a few. But I like all the ultimate. That's where I was saying too. I just wanted all the ultimates. I only got like 4 of the cloth ones, like the Creepshow one. That one's cool though. You know, that Creepshow's dope. That's cloth. You know, you wouldn't have got that. But yo, this one is sick.
Nice.
Dude, I want to get the remake one now because part 7's coming, and then if I get the remake, I'll have them all now. Because he also sent me a couple other Jasons. Sent me part 2, part 3. But this one, dude, he's big. This is the biggest one, I think, bro. This is the biggest Jason. Dude, he's got he's got like stilts on his bottoms. I wish they did a Freddy one though. It'd have been cool to kind of line the boxes up side by side, you know, and then make it look like the movie poster. And then, you know, I got that horror on. I think you froze, Robbie.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. No, like that Horror Hound is a great issue, isn't it, man? Yeah. I was looking through it. I love it when they do that thing where they show all the merchandise, and they show the Michelangelo Ninja Turtle Invisible Man that I have. It's like a $300 on card I fucking have. I think I paid like $5 or $10 for that, man.
So you saw it in the Puppet Master stuff?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you think those are cool?
I mean, I'm not the biggest Puppet Master guy.
Me either, but they're cool.
Figure. I hate cloth figures.
They're not cloth. Those aren't cloth.
Yeah, whatever.
Those aren't cloth. Those are 7-inch.
I'm not the biggest.
The cloth are 8. Well, that's what I was asking. Yeah, see, those aren't cloth.
Those are
just cool. Dude, those are just cool as hell to have, bro, for the horror collection. That's up to you though. See, because I'd have those with my Chucky. You know what I'm saying? Because I got Chucky.
I ain't got Chucky. I don't like the Child's Play franchise as much as you do.
You don't really?
Yeah, really. It's okay, man. It's okay. Yeah, that Pinhead's one of the best, man. I got that one.
Yeah, he is. I wonder if they're gonna ever do like the Chatter, Would you buy the chat? Would you buy if they did it the Hellraiser and Hellraiser?
If they did an ultimate version of any of the Cenobites, I would fucking buy it.
You would. See, I don't know why. I think they will.
I want the Chitterer, I want Butterball, and I can't remember her name, but the female one. Now the one Jason I'm going to get is going to be the I really like the part 5 one. Yeah, or the part 5 one I like, but I plan on getting part 7 because that's my favorite Jason.
Yeah, that's the one. That's why I need part 7, bro. He's my favorite Jason. My
favorite though out of all the NECAs is the Pinhead, and then I think the Stripe. Like the detail on those two in particular, I think really
the Gremlins are really cool. I got the She Gremlin coming. The Greta.
Nice.
I got that one coming. Because the Gremlin ones are awesome, dude. But yeah, dude, I hope they do more of the Cenobite.
I would buy a NECA figure if they did an ultimate version of the goddamn CD head one and the goddamn camera eye guy from part 3. I would get those.
You don't have this one, do you?
I do not. Tool belt, Jason.
Which one do you have?
I don't have a Jason NECA right now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm holding out for the part 7.
Oh yeah, okay, then I got you.
That's the one. I don't want to have a bunch of Jason figures. It's not my favorite franchise out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just want one, and the one I want is part 7. Oh, you got Razor Blades. Dope.
I finally got it. I signed up for the subscription. This is issue 2. Issue 1. There's actually an issue in here by Ditchabitacars does some work in here. There's one called The Washing Machine.
Yeah.
There's some good Tinian work. Like Tinian's doing some horror work in here. Issue 2 is better though, I think. Issue 1.
I'll have to get them digitally, but I don't care. So
they're only like $1. You get to pay your price that way. Where's the one? I want to know what that one. There's like Zach Thompson does work. There's one called By A Dream of Time by Ram V, and I was like, oh man, that one like.
You tell me Zach Thompson, a Ditchabitacars, and Ram V. I'm sold. I'm way beyond sold.
Yeah,
I thought it was just Tiny, and I didn't realize other people were involved.
He's getting all like these horror. He's getting all these.
Man, did you read Ram V's Swamp Thing? His new Swamp Thing?
Nah, I was actually gonna ask you if you could pull that for me.
Yeah, I can. Remind me, I'm off till Monday. Remind me Monday.
Right.
But the other thing is, have you checked out Blue and Green yet?
What is it?
Blue and Green?
No, I haven't even heard of that.
Bruh, I did a top 20 video this year, right? Top 20 comics decided by me. My number 1 was Blue and Green. It's a Ram V Image Comics horror graphic novel. It's brilliant.
No, I didn't even hear that. By Ron, damn.
I'll send you one. Don't worry about it. When's your birthday? When's your birthday?
April.
All right, early birthday present. I'm going to send it to you.
What was I gonna say? I forgot. But yeah, Ramby is awesome, dude. He's awesome. Forget.
Yeah, we're gonna have him on our channel this year. So.
Are you? Wow, that's awesome, dude.
Very excited for that.
Scarpad loves cloth figures.
I know he's got some great ones, man.
He has awesome ones. He's the one who showed me the Reanimator one. He kind of got me into him. He kind of because like he kept saying like, man, and I was like, like when he would show me his pictures, I'm like, those look so cool, man. And that's what kind of made it. And then I got to go. I was like, let me try it. Let me see how that goes. I knew the ghost face would get me though, because the ghost face you can't like. That one just looks cool, period. But the ultimate one is better. The ultimate one is better than the cloth, in my opinion.
I'm looking forward to that one, man.
But shit, I forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say, and I wanted to remember that. Something about it, but that's Stray Dogs. Have you been hearing about that?
Yeah, man. It's like Silence of the Lambs meets Homeward Bound or some shit. I don't fucking know. Pound Puppies meets Silence of the Lambs, something. Sounds really cool. I'm
I
interested.
know, I want to get it. I was gonna say I don't. Well, I might see if I can still get it at my shop, but if I can, I might have to. If I take off Shadow Service, I might add that Stray Dogs to my list at your shop.
I have a question before we wrap up, Dylan.
Yeah,
Is Ginger Snaps worth buying for $12 on Blu-ray?
yeah.
Is that's a werewolf film?
Yep.
And it's
And
good.
it's a very unique film too.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it, dude.
It's
Now,
like
last time I bought a Blu-ray on your recommendation, I bought Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2.
no, this isn't that. It's not like that.
Okay.
I like, but see,
if I buy Ginger Snaps
it has fans. It
and
has
it's not fucking good, Dylan,
$12.
it's your ass,
You
bro.
can always return it. You can always return it.
I don't
like
have
it.
They Live yet. They Live's 15 right now
I'll
on
try
Amazon.
to tell you.
What's
I'll try
about
to
to go to print? Here's the thing. Here's a segment to wrap up shows, I think. Dylan, what is about to go out of print right now that we need to snatch up on Blu-ray? Do you have anything?
One thing that Scarp had actually like reviewed, and he like played it on he did like a watch party and he put it on the screen because it's like free on YouTube. Incredible Melting Man is out of print already. You can't get it like it's like I think it was like $40 or some $50 on Amazon. I think maybe 40. But you get it on eBay for like 35, 30. So I want to get that though, man. I want to get it myself, but there's that other good one too, The Vagrant by Bill Paxton.
Okay.
That one's pretty good. It's like it's more low budget, and Bill Paxton is like this uptight, like kind of like paranoid, kind of like uppity, like suburban guy kind of, and he moves into this house, and there's this like homeless guy, and he's like real weird, man, and he's like coming around his house, and he's like, dude, stay away, and like he just don't want him around him, like be around him, and he gets all weird, and he keeps like thinking he's coming in his house, and like it goes like far and beyond, and it's really I really enjoyed it. And anything with Bill Paxton to me is just worth the watch. To me, you know what I'm saying? And especially if it's horror, I always check it out. I'm a huge Bill Paxton fan, and one we lost.
What's the name of that? What's the name of the movie with him and fucking Mark Hamill in it?
Mark Hamill.
It's like this cheesy ass sci-fi film from the fucking.
Is it the Guyver? Is it the Guyver?
I think it might be.
Yeah. I think that's it.
No, it's Slipstream. Oh my god, I love this.
Bill Paxton.
Slipstream. I fucking love this movie, man.
I don't know. What is that?
Slipstream.
Oh,
man.
yeah, Slipstream.
1989. That's
I don't even think I recognized that was Mark Hamill when I watched that.
I fucking love this movie so much, man. I don't have it anymore. I really fucking need to get it again. I used to have this really like shitty, like near bootleg version of it on DVD. Where can I get Slipstream?
Don't you miss the days when you had VHS like bootlegs and shit?
I was not even joking. Last night I said I watched Buckaroo Banzai for the first time on a VHS bootleg. Same with Slipstream. It was given to me by the same fucking guy. Slipstream was an amazing fucking cheesy ass sci-fi film. Mark Hamill, Bill Paxton. That shit's dope. I want to watch that again soon. Scarphead said I had Slipstream on VHS. Hell yeah, man.
Dude, Scarphead. I want to get him to come up.
Where is that? Is that streaming somewhere? Is it on Blu-ray? God damn, someone needs to get.
I want to get Scarphead on the horror show, my man. Like, he knows his shit, bro. He knows his shit.
Like we said, we got a plan for the first few, but hell yeah, then. Hell yeah, let's do it. I would love to chat with Scarphead about fucking horror films and avocados. I want to know what he thinks about avocados, personally.
Is there anything else you wanted to show off?
Nah, man, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. That's all I brought. You won tonight. It's okay though. You'll
Yeah.
always win. It's okay. Yeah.
I'll always win though.
No matter. Oh, Frailty's amazing tomorrow. Hell yeah. God, I love that movie. Now this was a great episode. Thank you for having me here, man. I really do appreciate you allowing me a part of this, man.
Dude, it was great doing this, man. And we plan on going 2 hours, but I had too much fun, bro. So I appreciate everyone hanging out, man. This was legendary first show, man. As always, man, I told you we don't even got like minor stuff we just gotta keep up with, bro. Like, and we can just go off the cusp for hours, you know, like
what are we talking about next week, Dylan?
what is it? To be honest, I don't even know.
80s horror.
Yeah, I got a picture of it. So what is it? Top 10 80s?
Well, it's 80s horror. However you want to structure that. If you want to do a top 10, you can do that.
I gotta see. I want to see about that.
But it's 80s horror. However you want to vibe with it.
I gotta see because maybe even like one per year or something. I don't know, bro.
Ooh, the best of each year? That's a great fucking idea, bro.
Or we'd even do a top 5 for each year. I don't know.
That would take too long. But one for each year would be really good. Maybe. That's basically a top 10 in a way. Dude, I like that idea. I think you should do that. I think we should do that. Like your favorite.
That might work. That's like an Insert Your Darkness type
81, 82. Yeah. Like we do each year. We each talk about our favorite horror film from that year in the 80s. Yeah. That's a brilliant idea. I love that. I want to do that, Dylan.
All right.
Let's fucking do it.
I feel like it might be hard, though.
If you don't do it, I'm not going to show up next week, and I'm going to stream it myself. So, now Dylan goes, it might be hard. Come on, bro. That's what we're doing. Scarpad, I would down for a Hammer show.
I only got a week.
To think of one for each decade, just rewatch them.
That would be sweet, dude. We should do a Hammer horror show.
Yeah.
Maybe when you come on Scarpad, we'll do the Hammer horror show. You know, we'll set that up for the future, brother.
It's a great idea. It's a great idea.
Because there's some cool Hammer. They're
favorite movie from each year in the 80s. I'm down for that, bro.
And Hammer has a lot of Scream Factory titles too. But dude, I'm down for the one a year. But I hope it's not that. I don't know. I just hope there's a good amount of movies to pick from each year because
there will be. It's the 80s, man.
It'll be fun. It'll be cool.
Yeah. What do you pick in 87, for instance? You may pick Lost Boys. I will pick Near Dark. You get what I'm saying? So we'll have different things to talk about.
Yeah.
Monster Squad came out that year too. So it'll be tough.
The 80s, so.
But you're gonna have double features. Ties, whatever you want to call them.
Oh, of course. I have to have double features.
All right.
It's not a regular thing without double features. Dude. All right, so so thanks everyone for hanging out. We got a big shout out to Fable, I don't know how to say that, Chamorro Cinema, Billy, Scarpad, Stefan, Herminio. Dude, we had a solid 17 people in here the entire night, brother. Nice. Stefan, Professor Bill was chilling in here all night, bro, talking Phantasm, Pinhead, and the Descent, bro. That was awesome.
Do another Phantasm night, and we got to have him on.
Saladin, Fatima was up in here too, showing some love, bro. Professor Bill, man, is awesome for coming in and chilling, bro. I love that dude, man. Dude is hella knowledgeable too. I think you and him are the two most knowledgeable comic book readers in the entire community, for real.
I agree. I think he's very knowledgeable. Me, not so much, but him, I do.
He's a professor. He's a real professor.
Yeah, so am I. I got a doctorate in these nuts. You ever heard of it?
Mad respect. James Phelps, Nick's Comics. Man. Yeah, Professor Bill, man, we'll see. I'll try to get him on and see if ask him what type of horror he's into and try to get, cater to something he would be down to talk about. Thing is, I know he loves Phantasm, but it's like we just did that, so it'd have to be something different.
Yeah, but we can do Phantasm in a different way where we don't review each movie individually, but we talk about them all.
We can do a double feature.
Fucking Dylan's double feature science fiction show. That's what this
is. Bro, we're making up jokes for our future shows.
Double feature.
Yo, is how atmospheric is the Argento cut?
It's a brilliant.
Station, my brothers.